All right, guys. I may have gone. I may have gotten carried away speaking for about 10 minutes about fries and chips, but it doesn't matter. We're here to play D&D. Let's go live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will. I'm a D&D sex icon and a fish and chip shop chip connoisseur. Welcome back to another episode of Tomb of Annihilation. We're back with the cast and crew, aside from Josh, who's away for today, but back next week, to play another fun episode in everyone's favourite Annihilation sphere. A tomb of Annihilation. That's my favourite place to be annihilated. And we have everyone back today, so let's go around the cast and crew. Let's figure out who we are and who we are playing. Let's start with Mr. Grimjack21502. How you doing, Greg?
I'm doing well, man. I took a little cold medicine about an hour ago, so I'm in that wonderful state of sleeping and awake. So this should be a trip as I am reading notes that I'm pretty sure someone else wrote. But we're here. We're in the tomb. We've been gone for a while, so I promised when we came back it would be death. I am actively trying to kill somebody today.
Actively seeking death.
That is my promise to the trickster gods. I am actively trying to kill someone. Help me out or save them. It is up to you, tricksters.
All right. And in fact, before we even start today's game, the trickster gods have bestowed their blessing upon you, Greg. They've missed you. They've missed you so bad. And Riceball donated £6 to give you, let's see, a critical fail and a critical success. So, the trickster gods are alive and well this eve. But, unfortunately, also alive and well is Mike. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm barely the things you said. I am getting sick, and I have a convention this weekend, and I just feel as dead on the outside as I am on the inside. But I'm here to play who I assume is Hezekiah Crowsbane, though no one has seen his charming face in a few weeks. So I looked at my notes for last session. They don't exist. And the session before that just says Jobal's house. So I have no idea what we're doing, but I'm excited to find out.
I think you're ready for today. I think you're ready.
Guys, if you were looking for the person to kill, it's me. it's 10 out of 10 Hezekiah.
Chris goes, you two look pretty shit, sorry. Oh man, and speaking of which, you actually have a wild magic search because Ayami won today's game of what did Will have for lunch today? The answer was fish and chips and we got diverted, but you have a wild magic search to roll for the winner of the game there.
Let's see how that goes.
Fantastic. We have Mythomatic back with us today. How you doing, Myth?
Hello, how you doing, everybody? What's up? How you doing, Will? It's been a while.
It's been too long, but we were just talking about...
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, we are just talking about how your fries in the US are lies. The fries are lies.
Yeah, they are. They are, yeah. It's the American lie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, freedom lies.
I mean, that's what Grapes of Wrath taught me, right?
I mean, it depends what kind of American fry you're getting, because we have so many
Mike,
kinds.
don't get me fucking started, son.
There's
all right?
waffle, there's crinkle, there's steak, there's shoestring.
No.
Steak fries.
Curly Q.
We did this.
We have faces. We have smiley face ones.
Smiley face ones?
This week on Tomb of Annihilation.
I can make some pretty good Cajun fries, dude. They're spicy.
Cajun fries? Garlic fries?
I am done with you. Myth, who are you playing?
I am playing Alazar. He is a human wizard who has lost something. It could be his mind, it could be his spellbook. Either way, he's here to find it. He thinks. He's not quite sure.
Excellent. And we have Strider Heat back with us today. How you doing, Strider?
Let's see here. My notes say I'm apparently playing someone named Rorik. It's been a while, huh?
Right.
Am I the only one who knows what I'm doing?
It's the only professional here.
Come on.
No, I'm Rorik the Paladin. I'm ready to smite some evil. I am smiter of evil. I am commander of raptors. I am grabber of rainbow cape and flyer.
Mother of dragons.
The jungler. I am many things, and I'm ready to add more titles onto that. So
Yeah, great.
Let's go die.
Let's do it. As for myself, I'll be playing Grob, the half-orc barbarian. Grob's a nice guy. Oh, in fact, I think I have a prop for today. Let me go find it in a second there. I think I have Grob's glasses at last. But yes.
Does it have two sides?
I hope so. I'm not sure. I'm ready though. But yeah, Grob is back today. He's all about science. He's all about Volo and his guide to monsters that he keeps clutched to his chest at all times. You can find our character sheets here online, of course. And before we do a recap, quickly remind you guys how to interact with today's show. If you haven't followed yet, hit that follow button and join us just a few follows away from a viewer decision where you guys get to screw with us, the party, or help us out, maybe. Here's a tweet for you guys. 20 retweets, same dealio. And of course, you can donate to affect the game. You get players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges, and the drink of the month is drink. Exclamation point drink. You can get some tavern drinks for our players rather than the curses. Sometimes they have good effects. Sometimes they do. But all the time they get us drunk. So be sure to throw some of those at the players today. And other than that, I'll hand over to Greg and run for my prop for a recap and other things.
Thank you very much, kind sir, as we delve back into the Tomb of Annihilation. But last time, before we get into future adventures, we must remember the past, or the recent past thereof. In the last couple episodes, we learned that Rorik's father, the commander of the Order of the Gauntlet in Chult, had taken and left Camp Vengeance and moved into Mesirow. The information that they received was the reason why he did this was that the fort was failing and that they had to get to Mesirow to meet up with the Flaming Fist mercenaries in the hopes of combining forces against the Death Curse. Now, in the middle of all of that, the group battled the zombies that were the remaining forces of the Order of the Gauntlet, and they met a cleric from the Order of the Gauntlet named Sid Grundle, not Sir Sid Grundle, just Sid Grundle. And after the battle, they tracked due east across the Tariki River towards Mesirow. During that time, they also encountered a very strange, icy patch of the jungle where they also encountered a winter wolf, had a battle, survived. Didn't like that. They also made camp that night and found a very nice section of the jungle in which to do it. Lush, bug-free, suspiciously magical. During that time, Hezekiah took first watch and noticed that Sid was pretending to sleep. And in second watch, which was Sid's watch, he saw a pixie creature that was all black with a white mask on. That creature then went and warned Sid of incoming trickster god-fueled encounters with two nightmarish creatures. They fell upon the party, fought them. Rorik died twice. The first time he fell, the crystal necklace that they have, many of the PCs have around their necks, shattered and restored him to life, mechanically, 1 hit point. And toward the end of the fight, poor Sid was attacked, his arm was ripped off, and the creatures rushed off into the woods. That was the last we saw of the party proper, but Sid's final view, and the final view that the trickster gods received of Sid, was him confronting a shadowy figure that asked one question: who are they? And that's where we pick up. Now, to recap some mechanical things with the characters that we currently have, Alizar is currently inhabited by the trickster god of Moa. He is truthful and kind, and he can turn invisible at will, requiring no spell components, no verbal cues, no semantic movements.
Nope.
He's able to do so completely and utterly at will. However, the con, if you want to call it that, is that he must always tell what he believes to be the truth. Yes. Rorik is inhabited by Obalaka, a nervous and obsessive trickster god, making Rorik risk-adverse and a slave to routine. However, he is now gifted with an extra slot for attuning. Grob is inhabited by the violent and deranged Wongo, the trickster god, which actually created an alternate version, or a evil Star Trek version of Grob that we have called Shadow Grob. Shadow Grob can be summoned by regular Grob Prime at will. It's just another one of the numerous fun things that have occurred during the month of curses and now the month of drinks, but keep them coming because they're great. Also, during the course of our last adventure, Tariq, the son of Akiniafa, the person that gave the canoes and provisions to the PCs, Tariq was recognized by Hezekiah to be surrounded by some sort of illusory magic. Beyond that, it hasn't been identified or explored any further. But as we begin the adventure, we are right after the events of the battle that seemingly took Sid's life, and the creatures have rushed off. And at this time, the camp is yours. You still have about 4 to 6 hours to sleep for a long rest.
Rurik is just mindlessly sprinting on the edge of the horizon through the trees, yodeling and throwing his swords about, but he is unable to find his cleric friend he made.
Yes. I will also note that Mike's Wild Magic Surge reads, target is discovered to be the real heir to the throne. Whatever throne that may be, he is discovered to be the real heir to it.
Guys, that's the best Wild Magic Surge I've ever received in 2 years of playing with Will.
Yeah, it will also be, also incredibly, it's so much foreshadowing, it's sick, but that's awesome. Okay.
So
yeah, just wait. Greg's gonna find a way to make that like an awful surge.
Oh, he already knows exactly what it means.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Judging by what my backstory is, it's awful. It's
Done
terrible.
and done. Yeah.
Oh Christ. So who's in the camp? Is Tariq and that one lady?
You have Tariq, Azaka, Raven. They're the 3 NPCs that are currently in the camp.
Raven.
Yeah, it is. So it's she always says it. But anywho, the other people that are there, the PCs, Quinn is there, but he is frozen in place. And remember, he has also lost his magic for this day. So any use that Josh normally is, it is tempered by his inability to cast spells. So it's a good thing he's not here.
he got out of that one, didn't he?
We're going to put a pin in that, I think.
Yeah, I like it. All right, so guys, my friend Sid, he just got killed. We better be a bit more careful with our science now, because he was quite fun. But now he's gone. He was also kind of mean to me. I'm going to have to reflect on our relationship with some quiet contemplation, I think, over time. But for now, should we make camp? I look towards, not Raven,
Azaka,
thank you, yeah.
Yeah, you guys already have, you're basically right around midnight, 12:30 when this battle took place. But, as battles in D&D often are, where they take 45 minutes to actually roll through, it was about 4 minutes. So you guys still have some time before dawn.
Okay.
I recall there was some weather changing, like temperature changing. It was really cold at one point. And then what's it like here where we're at now?
Whatever you would want to call traditional Chultan climate. It's extremely humid.
So
it's
awful.
still, it's awful. Yeah, you're still sweating buckets. You're
balls.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You just got swamp ass. Everything is just completely.
It's awful.
It's you're gonna rust pretty soon.
I got a butt bug.
So there's no more like frost wolf situation.
No, it is not cold here. It is you have passed through that region.
All right, so away from the first joint that we made up last time. Okay. So we got a couple hours. Let's take a rest, maybe, because I think a couple of us are. You got to deal with that sword pass right there.
Right.
Alice,
Awful.
you got to get some of that moss and have a good old wipe down. You know.
Right, that explains a lot, actually.
Maybe get a chamois leather and really give it a wipe down.
All right, we'll do. Here we go. I'm actually going to walk off and grab the moss. That I've probably been carrying, so.
Your butt looks like the colour of the BBC weather map right now. Ooh. Let's, I'm going to get some food. Anyone hungry?
I'm a bit peckish, yes.
Yeah, all right. I'll ball up some of my famous stew.
Right.
And I start stewing.
Yep. You start sit down, maybe for a little midnight snack, get a little stew in your belly. It doesn't take long. Grob is a survivalist. He can put something to pot and have it ready pretty quickly. And within a few minutes, you guys are sitting down and enjoying, whoever wants to have a bowl of Grob stew. Grob, as you sit down to, engage in the pursuits of your labor here, you go in and take a big slurp or go to take a big slurp, and all of a sudden, above you, a rift appears.
Oh, fuck.
And a huge white tentacle comes down and grabs the bowl of soup and threatens to pull it away from you as you are in a death struggle with this creature from beyond that apparently needs this stew.
Take my stew. Take my stew.
If you are going to fight this creature, you need to make a strength check for me right now.
I can't.
Is anyone else seeing this?
Yes, you all are saying this.
The problem you heathens get into, Jesus.
I can't fight this. This is the force greater than me.
It looks like the Great Cthulhu stew.
What?
Oh, no.
It is the fathom from the sky that comes down and grabs anything that is soupy.
I'll have to delete my browser history then.
Yes, you should.
And well, I think I should just give him the soup, to be honest.
Right.
Is this in Volo's Guide to Monsters, you think?
No, this is actually not inside Volo's guide. This is one thing that he did not jot down on his paper, but it was one that is inside Alazar's pamphlet to success within the dungeons around adventuring.
A pamphlet?
Which is rolls right off the tongue, patent pending.
Alazar, roll me a perception check. And,
Sure.
If you want to fight against the white tentacle that desperately wants your stew, Grob, you need to roll me a strength check.
All right. I'll do
I had
it.
a nickel for every time I heard that.
I like the fact that you guys were having this discussion as Grob is like pulling on the stew.
23.
Unfazed.
Right.
Wanna
Grob,
make
you
a
are...
perception?
Yeah, perception for me, sir. Rob, you are able to pull the stew, and somehow with that incredible feat of strength, as you best the white tentacle from beyond, it is impressed. You don't know how it's impressed, but this tentacle, you know, it shies away from your dominance. It becomes flaccid and less erect, and it knows it's intimidated. It has hit cold water. It is in the presence of giants. And it you don't know how, but telepathically, maybe perhaps it's a smell or an emotional response that comes off this flaccid tentacle. It says to you,
it's the aroma.
It is. There's something about it. There's something that, that counteracts with the swan.
Guys, I'm getting something. I'm getting something.
Me too.
It carries the same torrid taint smell as many of the rest of you do, and it seems to have found an affinity, especially with Grob and Grob's ability to
I can smell its taint
of smell and strength of flesh. And it communicates, whether it be aromatically or telepathically.
Romantically.
And it says romantically, perhaps.
Metamatically.
The tip of it just barely brushes and kind of circles around one of your knuckles. And you know that should you need this white tentacle from beyond, it will come back for you. It will be erect, and it will be ready to serve.
I kiss it on the tip. Thank you.
Just the tip. Okay. It seems very pleased by this. Will, what this means for you is...
It's good to be back.
Right. This is one of the curses that
back
you
on form, boys.
Hey, everybody. You thought we lost it?
I forgot where we were.
Guys, what happened?
So, Will, this is one of the curses that we received very early on. What this enables you to do, now that you have bested the white tentacle will come back, and you can once a week or one time before you have to test your strength against the white tentacle again. For one instance, you may cast a white tentacled version of Evard's tentacles. Only it takes place in, I think, what do we say, a 5x5 area instead of a 20x20. Yeah.
Sick. Okay. I go, guys, putting back on my glasses. I smelt his taint, and it's coming back to me. It's like the bees. Remember that? Well, no, I think it came. And then went.
How that smell is?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. It's left it in the stew, by the way. It might add some extra flavour now that it's been in there, but it'll come back. It's like the bees. You know how I have a strange affinity with animals that keeps happening for some reason?
No.
Well, remember I turned into bees last week?
Right, yes.
Oh, right, yeah, now you remember.
Right,
yeah.
yes.
Right. Well, I think it must be connected somehow.
It feels much longer than just last week.
It did
Strange how that works.
It was quite a long tentacle.
I find myself no longer in desiring this stew. He places the stew down.
I'll have it, thank you.
Yeah,
This sort of thing never happened at Heronia's camp.
suit yourself.
Alazar.
Did.
I'm sure it did, and I don't think many of the men actually ever spoke about it.
Let's be honest, a lot of big paladins and their big swords all together in a camp. I bet some
Military men.
Yeah.
The front of
I bet they
the
made a
house.
mean stew.
Right.
It was like university.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Right, was. We were all experimenting, not with the arcane arts, but sexually. Anyway.
Wait, what?
Okay, tomorrow night
What?
we'll try
No,
my
nothing.
stew then.
What, sexually?
Nothing, no.
Oh.
I said spiritually.
Spiritually and with a stew, yeah.
Right, yes, right.
Yeah,
Bocarb and all that, you know.
Right. Atkins.
Wasn't quite sure which god was the most magical. Anyway, what was going to do in the stew, please?
I'll show you tomorrow night. Heronius' stew will warm your insides. Like none other.
No.
Excuse you. I am a man of the utmost importance.
I could actually see Strider's face queuing that one up.
I've written a book. Watch your tone, young man.
Well, it looks like it's about time to go, guys. Looks like we played this one out for a best part of half an hour.
This just in, this just in Twitch. It looks like Twitch wants us to leave now. Yeah,
Just get out.
Man, Will, I've never seen someone get unpartnered. That's weird.
It's so strange. Like 20 seconds.
I've seen people ask to be unpartnered and then they get denied. They just gave that one to you.
Handed that one out.
yeah. YouTube's gonna be licking their chops for this one, man.
Oh, man.
Someone's gonna be.
You're right. Okay. Okay. Back on track because this is serious.
Yeah.
Myth. When Alazar, several minutes ago, when Alazar made his comment about his forthcoming novel, there was a snort from in the direction of the NPCs.
Also, 2 advantages to Greg from Rice Ball Gaming. Thank you, my friend.
Oh, 2 advantages?
Yeah, baby.
Thank you, Riceball.
Right, did I hear somebody over there have a chuckle, a little sniffle? What was that? What? Come here, come close. Hello. No?
They all seem to just be looking at one another, not really sure what you're implying, or they seem
Right, I think I heard someone chuckle when I mentioned my book.
They're natives. They can't
pamphlet.
read your language. They can't appreciate the. You know what? I give up. I'm done today.
Zaka looks at Rorik and she says, "We can read, and I did not laugh at anything that you have said. I do not find you funny."
Well, don't tell him you.
I wasn't trying to be funny, but I'm sure when I am trying to be funny that you will laugh. Believe me, I'm quite humorous. I'll tell you about the book, and
I broke my.
He seems
humorous once.
defeated.
Also,
seems very
2 nat
defeated in this.
20s for Mike from Fallen One. Mike, you actually got
What?
Nat 20s.
good donations, man.
See
You have
that
a
in
nat
2 years,
40.
guys. In 2 years, I have 1 fan.
Wow, there it is.
It's for not taking part in the
That's what I'm telling you,
stew
man.
conversation.
It's like, right.
Oh, I took part in it. I took several parts in it. I just remembered that Myth wasn't here last week, and that I have magical knowledge that I wanted to share
That's
with him.
why I'm so confused.
Yeah, because you weren't actually here for the whole Sid thing. Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense. You did look very
did we meet last week?
I mean, this was several weeks ago. The last week.
I wasn't invited. No, it was
last week.
it was a week that you were at
Oh, the
TwitchCon,
last time.
and-
Okay, yeah, Jesus.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll chalk this
All right,
up. to
that's
one
why
of
I'm
your
so confused.
blackouts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
literally.
You
I'm
did,
the
like,
mushrooms.
Didn't we fight that revenant guy?
you did this really weird thing last week or last time, and you were doing all these blackouts and talking all about your book. You got really crazy. Then you sat yourself and passed out.
Man, that blew right by me. I wish I even knew that. Completely forgot. I was like, what? What are we referencing?
So once Alisar is completely deflated, Hezekiah
Yes.
kind of walks over to him and attempts to reinflate him. And he looks to you and says, "My good man, you know a thing or two about magic, yes?
I know a thing or two about a thing or two, yes, about magic.
The young man there, just there," and he points to the young man NPC.
The young man right there,
Just there, yes.
that right, just right there.
Yes. If you look closely
Right.
at him, look very closely, you'll see that There is some manner of magic about him.
Ooh.
Not like the magic about you, but like a disguise, I would say.
Which one? Right here.
Just right there.
Yes,
right
Tyrek.
here, right there.
It's the young man right there.
There's two
All right,
females
all
and a
right, I'm
male.
going to pass my finger over all of them. You tell me when to stop. Ready? Here we go.
And that one right there. Just right
there.
back,
Just
back. Just like a little bit back. That one there.
right. Oh, not him, but that one. There.
Yes.
Very well. Let me
They
take
are
a look
all
here.
watching you do this.
Yeah, it's not at all trying to be discreet.
It's just quiet. They just see the hand movements and the
Yeah. I'm absolutely gonna try to do an Arcana, I guess,
Yep.
or a.
Right, here we go.
Trying to do something. Is there detect magic? Is that a spell these days?
That is a
It
thing.
is.
This whole. I mean, it's been what 3 years, and I still have no idea how to play 5th edition.
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
right, so
I
I'm
lose
just gonna-
knowledge rather than gain it.
right. Just-
We will take either one.
all right, I'm
Maybe.
just gonna Arcana because 17. It's a perfect number.
Hey.
There is definitely some form of illusory magic covering the frame and the personage of this Tyrek.
Oh my, looky there. You're not wrong about that.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yes. Right. How embarrassing, because it's not quite. I could see if this was in real life, I could see the zipper. But I mean, like, I could see the zipper, the folds in the arcane right there. Look at that.
I'm still literally not discreet.
Just look at that. That is just awful. My God, it's
pointing
right
at
on
him.
the side there. Looky right there. Yeah, right.
Hey guys, what are you looking at?
I'll just try to take a look at this old young one, just right there.
What?
You see him?
The young man, just there.
How-
Just here.
Where?
Just
Right back
here.
here.
This young man in the center here.
All right.
That
You,
one,
you
I
pull
see.
out your finger.
Yep.
Pull out your finger and pan across the crowd, and I'll tell you when to stop it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
No.
Me?
No. Him. No. Oh, go back. Right. Him. Right there. Yes. Him.
Oh, Turek.
Yeah.
Turmeric, yeah.
Is that his name?
What do you need?
Was
What the fuck was that?
You're not fooling anyone,
Turek.
Tyrek.
It rolls off
You-
the tongue.
Yeah, Chickles. Name? Turmeric.
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 It's turmeric.
Oh,
My
delicious.
name is Tyrek.
Are you
I
Yes,
don't
Turek.
believe you.
Turek and Rurik.
How do we know him? Is he your brother?
He's the man we are to escort to the place.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, no.
You are supposed to take me to the Order of the Gauntlet.
Well,
Why are you talking like that?
yeah, you got some funky stuff
only
going on there.
only Rorik talks that strangely.
Yeah. And he's a special
I
case.
am not Rorik.
No, we have cleared that. You're Turek, which is somehow different.
Very different.
Some would say barely.
Because he's Turek.
And there's illusion magic going on there?
Tyrek
believe so.
reaches up and grabs his hair and pulls up, and all
wig.
of a sudden, standing in front of you holding a hat is Volo.
I fucking knew it. My godmother knew it. I swear to God. Look at my piece of
Oh,
shit. Look at
shut
him.
up.
Oh, yeah, look at you. I knew you the whole time that you were not
my-
actually turmeric. Turmeric.
Oh, hi, Volo. Where's
him.
Turek?
We have to get out of here.
Volo, you're
You
my
sit
hero.
and talk all the time. You're going to get us killed.
How are you here?
And then you talk, and we stay in the same place.
Wait a
You're
second.
not supposed to leave the town.
Wait,
It
wait,
says
wait.
clearly in the notes in the book you're not supposed to leave the town
It
ever.
doesn't say it in my book. In my book, it says that I'm allowed to leave and do whatever I want.
Wait, what did you do with Turek? What did you do with Turek? He was here a
Yes,
second
where is
ago.
Turek?
And your
He
face
is my
came
friend.
off.
There is no Turek. I am Turek. See, he puts
killed
the hat
Turek.
back on, and Turek appears.
There he is.
Oh, my
Oh,
Oh, hi, Turek. Where's Volo?
Yes, it's still awful. You're still horrible at disguising yourself. I knew.
You see,
Yep.
As you can see, I am Volo. I'm not Turek, as you can see.
But this raises several questions. I told you to come with us under threat of death. You said no, and yet you disguised yourself and came anyway.
Subterfuge.
You're a liar. I knew it all along. You
I am on a
published print bastard.
secret mission. There. Now you know about it.
No, we just know that it
Volo
exists.
Kadam. I'm on a secret mission.
We're helping
But,
Volo with a secret mission.
But
Tell me about your secret mission.
What is the mission?
It's secret, guys. Come on.
It's a secret.
I want to know. Come on, Frodo.
Find out.
Come on, can you
To
tell
the
me?
death of me, I will find
You
out what this
agreed
secret
to
mission.
take me to the Order of the Gauntlet. You must
No,
take
we agreed to take a Turek to the Order of the Gauntlet, and he does not
Fine.
exist.
I'm
Oh,
Turek
there he
now. You need to take me to the Order of the Gauntlet.
Oh yes, Turek, let us go, please.
You're not fooling
This is giving me
anyone,
a
you piece of shit.
I am a published author.
God damn it. He's kind of like wanders into
That's
the
why
bush
you
cursing.
didn't like your book.
Alazar, your
I
butt.
get it now.
Alazar, your butt's done the same thing again. You're gonna want to work with
I know my ass is doing the same thing. It's these stupid, these leaves don't, the purple leaves don't wipe your ass with them. They're poisonous, all right?
I
Hey,
turned to Frodo. He's got a very loose bum.
You could have read about them in my book.
I did.
back off.
I did. But Frodo, what's your secret mission here? You got to tell us.
I do not have to tell you, because it is a secret.
But you've already told us that you're on one, so you might as well now.
That is simply color for the book. Now you are aware of the secret mission, but not of what it is.
Well, I must say, our last companion was useful and a cleric, and he was killed. So, we're not good at protecting people. I hope you make it.
Well, I'm not going nowhere until you tell us what's going on here.
All that.
Roll a persuasion check.
Are you sure?
You are a fan, so.
I am fan. It's still a 4.
I cannot tell you, fan.
Volo,
I hope this does not sour our future arrangement of you as a
Volo.
fan.
Volo, is it a righteous secret mission?
Of course it's righteous.
Well, that's all you guys need to know. Let's go.
Oh, well, in that case...
Oh, it's midnight. Let's sleep or something.
No,
Is the sun coming up yet?
it's dawn, I think.
No,
No, it's not. I thought it was dawning.
it's about an hour past midnight.
Oh, my mistake. I thought we were just waking
Whatever
up.
they say, whatever they call 1 o'clock in the Forgotten Realms.
Oh, I'd never have made stew if I'd known it was midnight. Now,
I found that strange as well.
well, that
They
made
they call it Wonder Dark.
Yeah.
Is 1 o'clock.
Well, that made the whole technical situation even more insidious. All right, then, Voro, we'll just sleep on it, I guess.
Excellent. So we cut to the early morning as everybody gets back together. You begin to, yes, you begin to.
I'd like to continue that conversation, actually.
I don't want to cut. Can we please continue?
I'd really like to linger.
You say
I need
MC,
to
and
keep
I see keep going.
Watch all night. What if something sneaks up on us?
Right. Okay. As you guys continue along the path here, you're heading due east towards the ruins of Mesirow. As you are led through doing your portage, as you are carrying the canoes above your head, one of them slightly dinged up from Sid's acrobatic, shield maneuvers with one of the canoes. They're still seaworthy. So you guys get far enough that you're able to kind of get back into a swampy area that is just deep enough to take the draft of the canoe, and you're able to get off your feet and glide a bit. As you're going through... me too, man. As you're going through, as you're going through, you guys come upon, after a good 2 days worth of travel, uneventful, thank God. You come upon the swamp opens into a river into a lake, and I will show you guys what you see. In roll 20, you will see the ruins of the ancient wonder city in Chult known as Mesirow. Because I can't ping on this map that I handed out to you all, you are coming through the gap where it says 4 and headed west to east towards the number 5. When you get to the number 5, you realize that there is a place to beach this craft. The northern side seems to be flooded, so you beach on the southerly side of Mesirow, which appears to be less flooded.
Do I see signs of life? Are there any smoke clouds or
Make a
people
perception check
bustling
for me.
about? I will. How about someone that doesn't only roll 5?
Yeah, you're gonna need somebody else to do that.
Sometimes I don't roll 5s.
You roll 10s. Oh, there you go,
There you go.
17. Hezekiah, as you're given a chance to look over the ruins of Mesirow, you do not see anything that resembles cooking fires or smoke or any form of movement. I mean, there's several like flying creatures that you kind of see, and there's the ambient sounds of the jungle that continue into the ruins. But as for anything that might sound like civilization, areas of commerce, this appears to be a ruin in every sense of the word.
Okay. Remind me again, Greg. Remind Hezekiah again why we're here.
And myth.
Okay, just to recap everything here, guys. We have come to the city of Mesirow because it was foretold by the doomed Order of the Gauntlet Knight that eventually became the Revenant that Rorik's father, who leads the Order of the Gauntlet, had gone to the city of Mesirow in the hopes of joining forces with the Flaming Fist.
Right.
Flaming Fist is a mercenary group out of Baldur's Gate, and should push come to shove, the standard operating procedure in the event of the fall of Camp Vengeance was to join up with the Flaming Fist, and presumably by the orders that were left with the dying man, they were hoping to launch one last strike against the Soulmonger and whoever was behind it. You guys followed them through the jungle to this point in the city of Mesirow, but at this point, since you've been traveling over water, it would require a landfall to continue your search.
So at seeing no signs of life other than natural fauna, Hezekiah would look to Rorik and say, I do believe your father was supposed to fall back here, yes?
Yes, it is most strange. Even the decimated gauntlet had smoke signs for us.
Yes, it appears as though if your father was supposed to bring your gauntlet here as well as the mercenary group, there would be some kind of sign. Where would they go? Do you know? Is there like a building or a large...
That is beyond me. Sorry, apologies.
Well,
I can take to the sky, but I think...
do be careful if you take to the sky. It appears as though there are large alien monstrosities.
I'm a larger monstrosity. I will be...
Well, then do as you will.
Is there
He'll keep rowing.
is there any signs of the terra folk
You
in this area?
The terrafolk, not per se. You do see large, like, pterodactyl type of birds, but nothing that resembles like flying humanoids, which is terrafolk.
Right. I don't really have I have a pretty unusual feeling about this place here.
I just keep pressing my way forward.
Yeah, are you guys gonna beach and take to the southerly edge, or you could continue towards the center? It's totally.
Do
up to
we
you.
have any idea which way they would have come from? They come the same way as us, presumably, right? So
Presumably,
up
yeah.
through the south. So yeah, I think south is the way to go, guys. We head through there. It looks like there's a middle bit right there. That big towery looking thingamabobby. Maybe they might have gone there.
Yeah,
That'd be
I
a
assume we
good
can see that
vantage
giant
point.
tower, right?
Yeah.
I assume we can see that giant tower, right?
Yeah. The city, when you guys kind of came down into it through the swamp, there's a decrease in the elevation of the actual water, sort of a rapid fall type of situation. So you were able to see it a bit.
That would be a good vantage point anyway. Let's go to the tower.
We're by 5, right? That's where we are?
Yes, you're at 5 right now.
Right, yes, let's go there. Let's see what we can see, obviously, off of the old vantage point, as well as just keep a sharp eye out. I'm not quite sure if I quite feel comfortable going up into the center of this place. Yeah.
Oh, we'll be fine, Alistair. We got Volo with us.
I am Turek.
He's
Volo does not wish to go anywhere where it's dangerous.
We are aware of who you are. You don't have to hide it anymore.
He's actually Volo underneath that. Did you see it? Like last night, he took off his hat and it's actually Volo. Was that a dream I had? Because there was also a tentacle that came down to steal my soup, and that sounds like.
No, that's just proof that he's a liar.
All of those things happened.
Oh, okay. Well,
I heard Volo is a published liar.
Perhaps
I think
Turek
that's-
just has a
Isn't that libel?
a curse that is only broken by the hat, and the curse makes him look like Volo.
Let's go with that.
Cool, let's go. Let's find your dad. Save the paladins and so in.
Oh,
Let's
yes.
go.
Righteous.
I had nearly forgotten.
Don't worry, my dad forgot me.
Mine's
Okay.
dead.
Oh.
Heard you were the last heir. Okay.
To a throne. Anyway,
That'll turn out to
don't
well.
worry about that. Let's just row.
Okay, so as you guys are going through, you head towards the center of the sundered city of Mesirow, and when you get to the very center, you'll find a place that was previously hidden to you in these kind of stretched canals and fortified areas, and you see that there are several canoes of similar make and model that are brushed up against the beach in this area. However, the beach is right on the side with the number 13. It seems to be in that kind of southwesterly quadrant that they have beached.
Okay. Well, they've been here before. These canoes, have they got anything in them?
You have to get a little bit closer. I mean, you could roll a perception check for me now if you
Yeah,
like.
I'll give it a look-see. Let's get rid of that for a second. Do this. 8.
I can't see.
Gosh, should we get a bit closer and see what is in the boats? They might have some clues for your dad.
Rurik's gonna fly over there if the boats don't go very quickly.
I forgot you could fly.
When you get closer, this symbol is on the side or the interior of the boat. You recognize them all as a print and they're part of the Order of the Gauntlet, conscripted into some sort of naval service.
Well, we're certainly on the right track.
Right.
Right?
But I do still fear the lack of activity.
Yeah. Hopefully he's not a zombie or anything.
Yes, the last time there was a
Reply to that.
distinct lack of activity, there was corpses all around, and your friends attacked us from the grave.
Walking
Yeah.
corpses as well.
And
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
a cleric.
Remember they had the science in there for
Does
it.
Rurik sense? Does Rurik sense a bunch of walking corpses all around?
You're going to use your divine sense to focus on undead.
Undead or desecration? Yeah.
Okay. You do sense some form of hallowed desecration.
Salazar's
from-
pants.
Yes, from farther north. Yes, the white tentacle lingers. But
Always does.
Smell that taint.
right, it's you think it's gone no matter how hard you wash. But you sense undead, but it's kind of periphery. It's on your periphery. Nothing in the immediate vicinity.
And you said some nasty evil to the north?
No, you sense like desecrated holy ground. You're not sure exactly what that means, but it doesn't seem like a great evil. Whenever you sense if hallowed ground has been desecrated, it's comes across as that, which could be an abandoned church. It could be, a graveyard that has been turned and converted into a necromancer's playground. It's something that's just been formally blessed and hallowed and had its true purpose has been subverted.
Rurik takes a sharp sniff through the air and then relays to the rest of the group. There is darkness afoot here, friends. Beware.
Just a hint of
See-
white tentacle.
Seems pretty light out today. What do you mean?
Evil, friend. Beware of evil.
Oh, yeah, but you're always saying that.
Yes, well, I've found that this entire jungle is full of evil. Also, we are hunting a literal
That is true.
undead monstrosity, so...
Well, we are
Evil's
still
subject-
being watched. Either way. So
Evil's
be wary.
subjective, though.
We're not a theological
No, it's not.
society, Salazar.
You're good or you're evil.
Well, I'm not quite sure. Do they think
And
they're
this
evil?
is America.
Or do they think that they are more of like
You're
they're
not
doing
quite.
good things?
You're not quite sure, but Heronius is quite sure. His scriptures are undeniable. There's evil, and then you kill it. So There's evil afoot, so watch out, because it will try to kill you.
He's Bible bashing again. I zone out.
Right. All right. Okay. It's just trying to trust your beliefs.
All right, let's
All right,
go
very well.
righteously to find your father, who might be dead.
Yes, righteously.
Cool.
Dead.
So, gentlemen, are you proceeding into the interior of Mesirow?
We are
Yes.
indeed.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
How would you like to proceed? In what order? And are you taking any precautions for your
Last.
Zero precautions.
Second to last.
And I will be last.
Rurik's in the middle, but he's 5 feet up off the ground. floating
Well,
above
why don't you go
whoever's in the
first?
middle.
You are supposed to protect me.
I never saw such thing.
You agreed.
I agreed, yes, but I think if it
Okay, Rurik's going to be first, and he is on the ground. And Rurik, instead of having his sword out, he's actually carrying the shield of his fallen Order of the Gauntlet friend, the one that has the crest of the House Odell on it.
Right. Yeah.
He
The
is
fish
going
jumping
forward
out of
with the
whitewater. Sure.
Shield.
Okay. So Rorik, who is going next.
I'll go next.
Hezekiah. Who would like to go after Hezekiah?
Alazar, I think.
No, second to last.
Oh, yeah, because then I'm last, right?
Right.
Right,
Okay.
perfect.
Are you guys trying to be quiet?
Guys.
Yeah, Rurik's probably yelling out for members of the
no.
Order.
Oh, no.
I was going to say,
Honestly,
Hezekiah
it's
would probably try to be quiet, but then realize that Rodik is here,
Why would we need to be quiet?
and that wouldn't work out well.
So you guys are going as a group. No one's going up to scout or anything. You're just going to walk screaming into the ruins of Mesirow.
Kicking
I mean,
and
I'm gonna
screaming.
probably try to be quiet, considering it felt uneasy since we got here. So I'm probably gonna be quiet. I don't know how crazy of it. I'll take a 10 on my my stealth. I'm not gonna roll a crazy one.
Actually-
but he's probably careful.
If someone throws a hand on Rurik's shoulder and tells him to be quiet, he'll shut up.
Greg, what's known about the ruins of Mesirow?
Why don't you roll a history check for me?
Okay.
It's Jurassic Park. Oh,
I'm gonna ask Raven and then the one woman that actually is a native, and we'll see if they know anything.
What does a
Either.
19 do for you?
A 19 tells you that you have one of the greatest historians in the known realms walking in your group.
Right, I'll do it. You're right.
what do you know, Alazar?
Well, let me tell you.
He doesn't.
I got a natural one.
I like that you have a plus 10 to history and you roll a natural one.
Yep.
Yes, please tell us. What do you know of Mesirow?
Very well, I will tell you.
I take-
Town.
I start
Bullshit.
taking notes.
Right, sure. So long ago, there was Mesirow. The city of Mesirow was overturned by a wolf pack.
Already
this wolf
wrong.
pack was let me finish, sir. This wolf
You
pack was
started
actually
incorrect.
a family of
They were not.
these hybrid of people and wolves. All right,
Ooh.
some would say werewolves, but this is actually origins start here in Mesirow.
He has
So
no idea what he's
they
That's
over.
right.
This is
Would
a
you like?
story.
Would you like to tell us the story of Mesirow? Maybe you know it.
Why don't you tell the class?
Well,
You
then
got-
why don't you tell us then?
If you got so much
Published
to say.
liar.
Yeah. If you got,
So you admit then that I am published.
I
A victory.
I mean, it's never been in question.
still a liar. You admit that you're a liar.
You led with published.
And I finished with liar.
I've often found, Mr.
I
Volo,
only
it's,
heard published.
I've often found it's
You
where
only
they
do.
It's where they finish. That's what matters.
Why don't you put your liar hat back on and be a paladin, you liar?
You would
Okay.
like that, wouldn't you?
Okay, guys. Why don't you just tell me about
Keep
Mesirow?
lying? Yes, I do, because then you would prove me right.
I've got Mesirow overturned by wolves and family of werewolves down for Mesirow. Is that right?
He walks over
Yes.
and takes the quill that you're using and pushes your glasses up a little bit, crosses out what you've already written, and hands it back to you.
Dirtman's probably related to the wolf people. He's someone that would have a wolf
Do you
wife.
want to know this, or are we going to make up stories?
Volo, tell me what you know, then.
In a nutshell, during this, Mesirow was a
In common, preferably.
Mesirow was a grand city here in Cholt. The spell plague hit, and it was destroyed. It was subverted, and it was destroyed by the spell plague.
Destroyed by the spell plague, yes, I know. Go on.
What came next? Amateur.
What?
What came next?
Was it the wolf?
I was, and then the wolves came in. This
Is
is
that when the
right.
wolves
This is
came
when
in?
the
Wrong, wrong again. I wanted to make sure I was a test. I'm testing you, and you are still stupid. The god Ubtao of Mesirow is said to have abandoned it. He did not like the way that they were becoming greedy with the gold in their city. By the way, if you find any of it, don't take it with you. It turns to ash as soon as you leave this place.
Right, yes. The ash, the wolves, and the ash.
What?
That's what you get for being a heathen and displeasing your god.
It is teeming with undead.
Oh,
If someone were to want something like the gold, what doesn't turn to ash?
Anything that isn't gold.
So you're saying there's other treasures?
Absolutely.
I'll scout ahead.
I can turn the gold into copper, and then we can take the copper out because it's not gold.
Yes,
I don't want that. That's for peasants. It's a peasant coin. I will scout ahead. Goodbye. And he stops listening and immediately starts walking off.
roll a stealth check for me.
Treasure. See ya.
26. What's that doing for you?
Jesus.
Okay, you guys turn around and Hezekiah is gone.
pretty sure there used to be another guy here.
Yes, Turek. He used to be here. Where is
Oh, Turek, you're right, yeah. Miss that guy.
Listen, to continue the nutshell version of Mesirow, they collapsed, but there are rumors that they faked the entire city's death, and that there's
From the wolves. That's where they come in. They thought they would.
You
the
not
wolves
have
are
no
coming.
idea what you're talking about. You've never known what you're talking about. Listen, it is. They faked their death, or they didn't fake their death. Mesirow is in ruins. There are undead throughout the city. It is a tomb.
Of annihilation.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Not yet. That's to the south.
So we're at the wrong tomb. Better go south.
South.
Okay, everybody roll a perception check for me, please. Hezekiah, you can roll with advantage here.
Sucked my 14.
Haha, 2.
Tuck my 14.
Did you say suck my 14?
Oh, I heard tuck.
Oh, okay, I heard suck.
Sucked my 14. Yes.
Tuck
I
it.
said.
Okay, Hezekiah, you get about 20, 30 yards off of the main group, and you can still hear them clear as day, realizing that this argument that they're having is traveling quite some distance here in the ruins of Mesirow. When you look down and some of the standing water that is in, maybe residual from the flooding or from the perpetual rainfall and humidity, you look down just in time to see it kind of shiver and ripple out and ripple out. And just at that, when you kind of stay within the shadows of some of the ruined buildings, you, and this is everyone, hears the screams of a man as all of a sudden, about 50 feet down the street, you see a human man running, and he rounds the corner and he is just hauling ass back towards you guys. He looks a little bit, or actually almost exactly like, let me find him, this gentleman right here. And he is being accompanied by a lizard person that appears to look like that person. And as soon as they round the corner, and as soon as the shaking that is adjusting the puddle at Hezekiah's feet, you see that roll around the corner, if you can see it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, great. This again.
Right, and you look up and you see a full-grown, which you have come to know as a Tyrannosaurus Rex, round the corner in moving incredibly fast as its lumbering legs drive it faster and faster, and its head's going down as these two are running directly toward you.
Oh my god, Volo, it's a Tyrannosaurus Rextum. We gotta go.
Well,
Polo
Wizard, you
is
took care
gone.
of this last time.
Alright,
Wizard,
go.
you grease him, and I will go
Very
search the
well.
tower.
I'm not quite sure it's going to work here because we are in.
Yeah,
Are we
right.
still in the water?
No, you guys had come ashore and you were heading down the street. And at this point, I'd like you all to roll additional perception checks.
Which quadrant? Bottom left?
Yeah, bottom left.
right.
Maybe a block off from that apex of the west to east and south to north branch.
Hey, good news.
Okay.
Good news. Natural 1 in my perception check.
Nice.
Right to
You want to shoot roll perception checks?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. 19.
Do I need another one?
Yeah, everybody, these are straight new ones. Okay, Myth.
Yes.
As Alizar turns to kind of look to see what's going on, from down the street in the opposite direction towards the canoes, you see another of these creatures as it rounds its long head, rounds the corner and looks up, and it sees one of its brethren charging down, and it sees all of these nice morsels in between its sibling and itself, and it turns and just charges you guys. Everybody roll initiative. This is where I try to kill every one of you.
All right, here we go. I've got a
19.
gentleman's 8.
I can't see shit, but I'm always ready for battle.
18.
Rob.
Drive back over here.
There we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, Mike is at 13. And Alizar is at 8. So what I have right now is Rorik, Grob, Hezekiah, and Alizar. And we will...
Yeah, I'm shook by those sounds again.
Oh, a natural 20.
Oh, that's bad. I don't know why I was excited by
Yeah,
that.
thank God I'm so stealthy.
Yeah.
No. Part of me is like, fuck dinosaurs.
Alrighty, the other guys will be going right before Alizar. These things are still far enough away that with their first round, they have caught up to the two folks that are running toward you all, and the one behind has going to be within melee, but they do not have a chance to attack because it'll be a dash just to get to you guys. So the next person up will be Rorik. You have one to the front and one to the rear, sir. What would you like to do?
How tall are these things? And how far away are we from the tower?
How tall and how? Let me clear off some of this stuff. I can't see shit.
I'm so tall.
The-
I'm so tall.
The tower is actually through a canal, so getting back to that would be difficult. There are abandoned homes everywhere, but they are at best three-walled and rarely have a ceiling attached with them. They are a true ruin. These Tyrannosaurus Rex range from 35 to 45 feet from ground to snout. They are...
Hey,
Monk.
also, Laura Day, £6, not 20s for Will and Strider, because Greg is terrifying right now. I agree. I concur. I'll take that
you.
20.
How dare you?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. I know I have one spell. It's like a shield. I've popped that up a couple times. I think it's Shield of Faith.
Yes, it is. It's +2 AC for you. That's a bonus action, sir. What would you like to do? Are you going to square up with one of these guys?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop my Shield of Faith, and there's a shimmering light around him. As he does before he goes and bees a distraction. Everyone, get inside a house or the tunnel or the tower. Find somewhere safe. And he grabs his cloak with two hands and ascends as straight vertically up as he can.
Okay. Yeah, you can get your full movement. So I think that you have a 30 flight speed. Yeah, you can get 30 feet off the ground. So you are 30 feet up and you're attempting to distract. Is that I'll allow that as a free action. I mean, you're distracting as hell as a great big parrot, but if you really want to kind of
A shiny, shimmering parrot in the sky.
Right. Yes. Okay. So that is your action. Grob, you are up next. You have got a flying parrot, paladin, and two T-Rexes.
Also, there is something else because Rice Ball donates £5 to give an extra standard monster for the DM side. So there'll be little raptors around there, or a little stegosaurus, whatever you want. I see these 2 T-Rex. So how far away
wolf.
from...
A pterodactyl.
Oh my god, if it's a fucking werewolf.
I knew it. I knew it.
Fuck. So how far away from me are the T-Rexes at this point, sorry?
They have engaged. They are within melee. You are in the rear, so they are engaged with you. Rorik has flown up to distract the one in the front. Keeping with the same order with absent Hezekiah, who is stealth.
Well, I guess I'll use my nat 20 to attack the one closest to me.
Excelente, sir. So why don't you
And I'll
go
say,
ahead?
Favolo! And attack. As I do so. Remind myself of my damage. It's D12, there we go. So that will be a 23.
Right, well, you got a crit, right? So you don't have to...
Oh, you're right. I don't know why I bothered doing that.
Right, just hit me with your
Wasting
damage.
my rolls here. 2d12 plus 5, I'm not raging, 19 damage.
Nice. Okay, so the first one takes 19 damage, the one towards the rear. Describe how you give it a pretty satisfying wound across one of its lower legs.
I'm gonna pull the Eowyn in the Battle of Pelennor Fields, and I slash at the kind of like inner calves of the great lumbering beast.
You are no man?
I mean, it should, if the movie is correct, it should just instantly fall down and die if I do that.
It seems to hurt it as it roars a bit, but apparently you can't believe everything you read in books. Unless, of course, that book is published by known author Molothamp Gadarm.
I figured as much. Also, that's a Patreon D10K to Alazar and a Twitch Prime D10K on Grob. So we got some wild magic going here. Thank you, Billy Sage, for that. I'll roll this here real quick. Real quick, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, feels the energy. 3, 2, 1, 6.
I can feel the light, yeah.
I was really drunk in a club the other day, and I said that, and people were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Next person to whom the caster speaks suspects me of heresy. Oh my god! I shout to Rurik. Rurik, help me out here!
You son of a bitch!
How dare you? Help me, you heretic.
And then 9572 for Myth. Rats and similar vermin are drawn to this area in great numbers. You're the fucking Pied Piper.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
That's creepy as hell.
You know what rats and vermin draw? Wolves.
Right.
Werewolves.
There, yes, that's right. The whole place is sinking.
Perfect.
Yeah, whenever Grob yells out for Rorik to help him, all that you hear is that Heronius is a twat. And then
You hear it backwards in devil speak.
Your eyes glaze over and turn white for a moment.
Yeah, John and Herodias are twats. Okay, Grob, do you have anything else, bonus or movement?
We're level 5, right? So
You get another attack,
second
correct?
Attack, maybe. Didn't want to do that. Wanted to actually roll to attack. 25.
That hits.
I guess I'll roll damage again.
You certainly shall.
14.
Excellent, sir. You have done 2 inner thigh wounds to this Tyrannosaurus Rex, who, even though he has limited intelligence, seems concerned that you are focusing solely on the inner thigh.
All right. He should be.
Right? You're getting
So-
dangerously close.
So a man, a lizard man, and 2 Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah.
2
The
Tyrannosaurus came running around the corner.
Tremendosaurus.
They're gynecologists.
Tremendous. Is there anything still coming? I don't want to sandwich between Tyrannosaurus.
Okay, there is one Tyrannosaurus Rex that is directly behind the party and currently engaged with Grob. There is another Tyrannosaurus that is in front of the party being distracted by a floating parrot that looks like Rorik. The two people, the one humanoid and the one dragon-esque character, they have come down and they are basically underneath Rorik at this point. Your friends are sandwiched between two thunder lizards.
So they look like they have it.
They look like they got it completely in hand, yes.
Okay.
You do notice that Grob is really working the inner thighs of the one in the back like a speed bag. So, you know.
I am uncomfortable the way he.
And then the
focuses
tentacle shows up.
solely in this direction. Is the tentacle flaccid?
The tentacle, it is not here yet, but
Oh, okay.
somewhere it is happy with the
But it's coming, baby.
targets.
With what's happening? The other two guys, are they still running, or did they turn and fight when they saw Grobicus and Rurik?
Can we briefly address the fact that your chair makes a sad trombone sound when you lean backwards?
I actually use it. I actually use it in game when I'm like, oh, you open a door. I try to time it all the time.
That's good. No, they have turned and they appear to be prepared to fight.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going in the direction that they came from and see if there's anything over there. I'm curious to make sure like what either they were just chasing people who happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, or something bigger chased them out of there. And that seems like a bad news bears. So yeah, he's gonna go scout further in and see if there's anything else.
Okay, so I will allow you to. You want to dash up to where they came from, just to like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, look down there and give me a perception check.
Oh man.
You're not sure. It's really swampy and really hazy through here.
Okay.
A lot of raw vegetation smell, which just kind of stings the nose a bit, causes like some watery eyes. Okay,
All right.
anything else for me, Hezekiah?
That's it for him. Yeah, he's gonna notice nothing and then turn back and begin to move backwards.
Okay, excellent. So that helped everybody out. Okay, the two gentlemen that are running up, they are going to turn and attack the creature that is currently moving at the front. Boom, 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 boom. That's going to hit. And it does. Boom. Okay, scoot this over, for God's sakes.
God's sakes, boy.
And Zaza.
All the while I'm screaming more heresy. Purge!
Ronius is a twat.
It's over and over and over. Make it into a song. Aronius is a twat, yeah. Feels the energy.
I think Rorik sees like the skull face thing every once in a while, but historically looks down and just sees you as a lich.
Right, yeah,
That's why
if you guys are alone.
I'm actually on the... Grob is actually the cover of Tomb of Annihilation, everybody.
And the Player's Handbook, I heard. Or the Dungeon Master's Guide, rather.
Mm-hmm. Big mess of eyeballs. By the way, whilst we're Greg's doing that, have any of you guys gotten Xanathar's Guide to Monsters yet? Sorry, Guide to Everything? Fuck me, we've just been talking about this.
No.
Yes.
Have you done that review on YouTube yet, man?
Wow, jeez. I'm working on it, man. No, I got
I just
No,
was
I'm kidding.
curious
I'm
to
kidding.
watch it.
Yeah, no, I got it the
really
other
good.
night. I've started reading it. I'll probably record tomorrow. My stream it as well, actually. There it is. Do you see what's his name? The wonderful illustrator and artist.
Hydra 74.
Yeah, he put the googly eyes on the book. So good.
I heard that the notes in there are fantastic. Like the little like handwritten.
Not to derail this clearly railed campaign, the notes are fantastic, and this is the best piece of D&D content to come out since the core books.
You heard it
Nice.
here first, ladies and gentlemen, from
There you
Mike,
go.
the most reliable source on the internet.
Right.
Which probably means fuck burn that thing.
Yep.
So you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. That review
No,
anymore.
I think that's it.
Content.
There you go.
there,
Nailed it, Will.
Thanks,
You're welcome.
Mike.
Chalk that up as one extra video on YouTube.
There it is. Now you got all that
Basically.
time.
Yep.
Volo finds your comments disturbing. Okay, you guys see that the two turn and attack and fall into the front facing Tyrannosaurus Rex with a large broadsword and with a dagger that the human is wielding. They seem to do quite a bit of damage to it. Alazar, you are up.
All right. Speaking of being helpful, so we are. We see. Oh God. We see Alazar kind of. He looks around. He sees like an old torch or an old standing torch. There's some ash in that, and he sees that and an old like maybe some salt rock as well, and he kind of scrapes off a piece of that as well, and puts it under his tongue and pinches in both the ash and the salt. Puts it under his tongue as he's like, "Let me try to reason with it." And as he kind of like hobbles over towards the one that is kind of like running towards us, and he kind of opens up his mouth and he starts going, uh-oh. And then just like scurrying through the cracks and through like down through like what would be the sewers, you just see like vermin, rats, snakes, as they just like clouds of them just start to like, get out of here. No, move, you bastard. No, get out. I'm trying to talk with the Tyrannosaurus. And he's just like climbing up his legs and he's like, oh God, in my mouth. So it's just pretty much this round is just him trying to beat away all of these, like this swarm of rats that are probably somehow attracted to him.
Right. So you've got these rats. I will let you know this, that with your continued cooing of them, they may in fact join your service in the next round. So
wonderful.
If you spend,
I'll continue singing to them.
Right. Yes. Anything that you can think of
That's
that might be. Right. That's the way rats always work. Okay, so we skip back to the top of the round, which is the T-Rexes. They are going to take a bite. Now, you are not raging, correct, Rob?
I am not raging. No, I never rage.
Does a 23 hit you?
As a barbarian, it doesn't use rage. 23 does hit me.
Passive barbarian.
Okay, you take 32 piercing.
I'm raging? Did I mention that
I thought we just... I'm pretty
sure we... Okay.
Didn't we say? Yeah.
Maybe. I'll give this one to you, Greg. You know what? I'll give this one to you.
Thanks. I'm a little confused here.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah.
How are you doing after that? The Tyrannosaurus comes down and just this huge mouth scrapes and blasts the side of Grob. Grob remains standing.
Doing fucking brilliant, actually. Thanks, mate. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Thing is, I'm not raging.
As he bites down, he spins around and the tail whips out just behind Grob to flick towards the currently vermin-covered Alazar. Alazar, does a 27 hit you?
I'm going to go with yes.
Okay, then you take
Very
25 bludgeoning damage, sir.
All right, wonderful.
And they attack the two up front, 24.
Guys, remember that time I didn't come to help you? I regret nothing.
Okay.
What?
The T-Rex...
I can't hear you, Mike.
Yep.
I'm still playing back that detailed review you gave.
Yeah. Guys, I'm going to inherit a throne. I can't die to Tyrannosaurus Rexes. I have a throne to go find.
People watching this video for the first, or like watching this stream for the first time, don't know who we are. Probably think we fucking hate each other.
That can be said about any stream.
I was watching the show, and all they did was argue and call each other twats.
They said American French fries were terrible.
Okay, so the Tyrannosaurus up front attacks the two new people, a bite and a tail to each one respectively. Rorik, you are up. You are currently 30 feet above the ground in the face of this Tyrannosaurus that appears not to be too terribly concerned with you at this point.
Okay. I note that the spell command does not actually take concentration. So I'm going to cast command and kick this thing on the nose since I have feet free. Just be like, hey, get out of here. Stop it. Turn around. Leave. Go.
Okay, so you're going to, and then what's your DC? It's a wisdom,
13.
right?
Yep. Wisdom of 13.
Okay, and these things are notoriously wise. Okay, so you have told this thing to run away, correct?
Flee. Yes, I boop him on the nose. I'm like, get out of here. Bad.
It
Bad
turns
T-Rex.
around, just starts running the opposite direction. It will take. It can't take. Yeah, it can. Well, 50 feet. It gets 50 feet away from you. So the guys up front are clear. Hezekiah, there is a Tyrannosaurus coming back your direction.
I don't like that.
You should. It's nice. It's the most wounded
No.
of the two.
No.
You got it. You've got this.
Okay. You're right.
Anything else, Rorik? I don't think you got anything else that you can do, right? Maintain
No,
flight.
he just he just yells down at the other two like, "Come on, I'm your savior. I'm saving you. Run!" And he's going to use his movements to actually go up some more. So hopefully, if the thing comes back, he's outside of like maybe distance.
Okay, you can go up 60, so you can be 60 feet up. Is that cool?
Oh yeah,
And there, that is where you are, sir. Grob.
and I'm in rage.
Hello.
Right. What would you like to do, sir?
Oh, I think so. I've got Rurik over there. He's doing his thing, fighting one. I've got Hezekiah who's running away as usual, and I've
He's
got
gone.
Alazar who's talking to rats. So we're all about as effective as we can possibly be in this scenario against two fucking T-Rexes. Great.
At least he's talking to rats. Dirtman's talking to himself.
You know what? I'm gonna rage at this point. I get real angry at Hezekiah. And I'm like, Hezekiah! And I go into Super Saiyan mode. And then I will attack the Tyrannosaurus Rex, whose thighs I had been so softly caressing with my blades.
He is both excited and dreading the next attack.
Excited, nervous, palms are sweaty. 15 versus its natural armor.
That's a hit.
Oh, baby. So the first hit will be for... Nope, that's a lie. That's a crit damage. First one's for 13 damage, not 18.
Nice.
And second one, attack is a 26.
That will certainly hurt. sir.
26. For 11 damage. So a total of 24 damage, and I'm raging. Cajun. And plus 4 damage onto that, because I'm raging.
You
So
are.
total of 28? Half?
Gotcha. All right, Grob, would you like to do anything else? You have raged, you have attacked. Do you want to move or do anything?
I
cool
think I will die if I do, because attacks of opportunity are a thing and my AC is low. So, no, I will sit tight. Thank you very much. Wait for my
Absolutely.
inevitable death.
Let us wait and see what Hezekiah would like to do. Hezekiah?
So just to remind myself and the viewers in chat, when you roll a crit, all of your dice are doubled?
Correct.
Great. I'm going to spend one of my crits, so Will, you can check that off as I
Hey, baby.
lash
You're a rogue?
out of hiding. I am a rogue.
Yes, good.
Yeah,
This is good.
I am a rogue with green flame blade.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I am going to leap out of hiding and lash at this Tyrannosaur or this Gigantosaur that is running towards me. And I'm going to crit the shit out of it. And then it's going to take 15
Crit that shit, baby.
15 slashing damage plus another 13 sneak attack damage plus another
Green flame
2d8 of green flame. Oh, that's not how you roll things.
Get
You're
your,
one of those
Slash
players.
armor.
get your crits out, full of lads.
Plus another 7 damage.
That's
so,
right, Tristan, yeah.
15 plus 13 is that's 28 plus another 7 is
35?
35 damage as I pull the
Nice.
diamond blade out and it alights with green flame and I slash down at the ankles because it's a giant Tyrannosaurus.
Okay.
I slash at this thing.
So you kind of come out and saber this thing with your Luke Skywalker, Return of the Jedi blade. As you drop through and you cut into it with the rapier, as it almost aids in your strike by continuing its run, and you just
Use
drag,
the crit, Mike.
yeah, you just drag the rapier along it as it runs. It seems to be compelled to do something other than even acknowledge that you have just really, really hurt it.
Perfect. Then as my bonus action, I'm going to hide as fuck.
Okay. Would
Hide
you like
as
to-
fuck.
Would you roll a hide as fuck for me?
Yeah, 19.
That is a pretty substantial
Pretty
hide
close
as
to
fuck.
fuck.
roll.
It's a goddamn Tyrannosaurus. I'm not fucking with that. No way.
Stop moving.
That Tyrannosaurus looks around and he says, "Boy, I was going to attack that guy, but he is hidden as fuck at this point." Okay, so the other two attack against the guy up front. The first one misses somehow. The second one misses somehow. Those guys making sure that they aid in the party's death, just like I had envisioned. Okay, that's a hit with 8 person. That's a hit with 16.
15.
That's it, and we are at
That's a
Alazar.
bad miss.
So I've spent this entire round thinking what I can do with these rats, and I have come up with nothing.
But what I'm saying is they will listen to you enough so you may do anything else that you would like.
Okay. All right. So all right.
Have a little nibble on this cheese.
So what I am gonna do is how close? One just attacked me, right?
Yes, you got tail swiped by one of them.
So it's that close. All right.
It was that close.
I am going to grab the vial, that same vial I have of molasses. I stick my pinky in it and try to flick it into the air. And as I do, one of the rats fly off my hand as it flies into the water. And then the drop flies off. And as it does, I cast, slow. As I try to slow this T-Rex that is just tail swiped me, as I kind of like fling a drop of molasses at it and hope that I can do such. There you go.
There we are. And then it is a DC. What is it? Is it
DC 18?
Right.
If it is a save, is it a save?
Is it a save or just takes the negative penalty to AC and Dex saves, and then it's what is it? Disadvantage.
Each
Wisdom
target
saving
must
throw.
receive the wisdom saving throw each turn or when it tries to cast a spell.
Also, it's up to 6 creatures.
Is there any ones closer?
There's 2 turns.
two others?
Yeah, you can get the other one too.
Oh, I didn't know the other one was there too. Yeah. I slowed them both in. I didn't know they were that close to each other.
They both fail, so they are now going to attack with. You can either use an action or a bonus action, not both. What we're going to do for these guys is they can make one attack at a time because I'm feeling generous.
Awesome.
All right,
Take
they
your
are
bastard.
both effectively slowed. Alazar,
Get T-wrecked.
would you like to do anything else, sir?
That's it.
Okay, there's very
Maybe talk to some of the rats a little bit. Ask them how their day was.
terrible. This place smells like taint, and there's no way off this island. They've tried.
Just another Friday for me.
Okay, let's do this. A D20 for Alazar and Grob for me.
Okay.
High roll wins.
All right. That's pretty
Get wrecked.
high roll.
16.
Get 14.
Does a 27 hits? Grob.
Yep.
Or 15 piercing.
I got
Since
it.
you are raging, correct?
I gotta go, guys. Gotta end the stream early. Just something really quickly came up. Real sorry, guys.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
We could restart this next week.
Yep. Let's we'll cut the break.
Next week in 6 weeks.
Yeah, no one can see Will die on his own stream.
I
Are
am not
you-
dead. I am on 4 hit points.
Okay, well, you're fine.
Oh wait,
So
it's
you have plenty
I've
of
got thingy. I've got thingy. I'm raging.
Right, it would have been 30. So it was 15.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm still on 4 hit points.
Okay, so again, as it comes in, bites down, seems to like the taste of that half-orc flesh. There's a hint of some type of muskiness about it that it finds alluring. The other one
Stew.
continues to run, and I will give Hezekiah, if he is close enough, an attack of opportunity as it is still being told to flee by Rorik's command.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's an actual nat 20.
that's
Oh.
a natural nat 20.
Actual critty.
He takes 10 more. Sorry, that's not 10. 12. 12 more damage.
Nice.
An ally within 5 feet.
I'm actually hidden.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't. You can only sneak attack once per turn.
Yeah,
Never
you're
mind.
right.
I take it back.
Yeah, that's a reactionary thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, great. All right, Rorik, you are flying up 60 feet now. You have the ability to attack the one that's in the rear. The one that you have commanded seems to be running away.
I'm not quite sure how that would work because I'm 60 feet in the air, so I'd have to spend 2 rounds getting to the ground.
You can dash down if you want to save Grob's life since he is getting his ass handed to him.
Swampy.
Yes, yeah. But I'm not here to direct.
I'm not a nice paladin. I'm a killy, stabby paladin. I'm gonna, if I can do that, I'll swoop down. Well, that's because I'm nervous and I don't like taking risks right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna swoop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude. Like
You got it. You got it.
I'll swoop down if I can and throw a hand on Grob and give him 30 more hit points.
Oh!
Just with my paladin touchy hands.
Just
a huge splash right behind you, like armor just like clattering into the water. Just ow! Pat your back. You're good, bro.
Oh, I feel good.
Yes.
Oh.
Take that 30, drink it in.
Wow.
30 hit points is actually just you feeling good for the bro 5. that
Profiling.
Rorik gives you. Hey, Bran, you're gonna be fine, man. You're good.
You got this.
Let's ride this out.
You got this, bro. Get up.
Great job, Grob.
all right.
It flies back.
Oh, and
away.
I'm assuming that we have our health back from the last session because I was at 5 last session.
Oh, yeah. You guys had a long
No,
rest
we-
somewhere in there. You had a couple days of canoe travel.
Long then.
I don't need
Grob.
to die 3 times.
Grob, it's up to you, buddy.
Comes a time when every grub's... Actually, I'm feeling fine right now, so... I'm about to do my death speech and sing my swan song. And then I'm like, wait, no, I'm fine. Thanks. Rurik,
Burrick pats you on the shoulder and you feel better. And he's like, don't worry, I won't let it kill you. That's for me later, Eden.
thanks. I'll attack the T-Rex on a 9 and a 20. 9?
Well, the 20 would have hit, but you crit failed that one.
I slap the T-Rex's thigh, and I hit it with the blunt side or the
It enjoys the
flat
sensation
side.
and regains 2 hit points.
Yeah, the flat side of it, and just kind of like massage it with my axe. Oh, that's not killing you. There you go. I thought you were the queen bee for a second.
Yeah.
Leave the rubbing to me.
You're still in the hive mind aspect, and you're still feeling it.
And
right?
Irvin donates £10. Spinosaurus, another T-Rex-esque monster for you, Greg.
Oh, another T-Rex-esque monster?
I mean, it could be a T-Rex, it could be an Allosaurus, it could be a
Could be a Spinosaurus.
Spinosaurus.
what did...
Could be a Gigantosaur.
It's
Yeah.
up to you to decide.
Did Earthen ask for specifically a T-Rex-esque monster?
It says
'Cause
T-Rex-esque Spinosaurus.
That sounds like Tarask.
Nope.
No.
Thraskosaur.
You shut your dirty mouth.
I know what you need. All right. Grob, you are done. Hezekiah, you are up. You are at the end of the street with a streaking and slowed Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Does it seem like it's still going? Still getting the hell out of here?
Well, it's not really hauling ass. It's moving pretty slow, but it
Okay.
seems to be.
Does it seem like it wants to haul ass?
It seems like it's figuring out that hauling ass is the best idea for it at this point.
Okay. And there's still 2 more attacking everyone else?
No, it's just one more attacking everybody else.
Oh, just the 1 more? All right. I'm going to be the hero of the day. He's going to charge back in there and attack the other one.
Excellent. You have plenty of allies surrounding it as Grob is getting furiously fucked by this thing. So go ahead and attack with your...
I did not consent to that.
Furiously.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and check off that other nat 20.
Oh,
and I'm going to blow up this other guy with another green flame blade. 2d8.
Pro tip, chat. Give your crits to Mike.
Give your crits to Mike because he is a beast. So that's a lot. That's 21 plus 9, so 30, another 35.
Another 35. Nice.
As you see, just Hezekiah pop out of nowhere with like a big green lightsaber, and he just swings away at the ass end of this Tyrannosaur.
Wow, wow.
This thing actually reacts in its slowed state as it rips back away from it, feeling this incredible sneak attack as the others close in as well.
Craigasms. It's like a mixture of pleasure and pain. Oh shit. Oh, okay, that's December. I was like, oh fuck, I saw 27. I did not like that. I'm ready, guys. Well, if we hit 30 followers, we're a couple away, then we'll have a viewer decision. So if you haven't followed the stream yet, let's make it happen. Screw us him even more, if possible.
Okay, as this creature drops before the might of the two humanoids that have entered the party,
And Hezekiah.
and Hezekiah. And I should say the three people that have entered the party, as Hezekiah was currently separated from everyone. We are still in round play as the Tyrannosaurus at the end of the street turns around, seemingly emboldened by the arrival of the third Tyrannosaurus Rex that seems to be the largest of the group. You might say it has an earthen quality to it. It's got a lot of browns and greens around it, and almost like a headdress of spikes and additional plates and whatnot. And this one is not slowed, and it seems quite upset with you. But it is about 100 feet away.
Okay, guys, there's another one.
What?
Yep, I point towards it.
Oh my god.
The two that have just arrived, the humanoid, the human male turns and says, "Not thinking of fighting this thing, are you?"
We're gonna giving a nat 20 for the rogue from Billy Sage. There we go. It's probably the most nat 20s Mike has ever received.
Yeah.
Over 2 years.
Over the course of 2 years, just today. Man, Hezekiah looks to everyone and then to Alisar and says, "I believe that Tyrannosaur or Gigantosaur cannot swim, yes?"
Right, they're very heavy.
In the water, quick!
You see,
There's
look at
so
the
much,
little-
there's
look at-
literally an ocean right outside here.
Oh, so there is.
From one of the alleyways, you see Volo's head pop out, and he goes, "They can swim. They can go through water. It's not like vampires or anything. For Christ's sake, whoever that is."
Wait, can they climb? And I point towards the
Those
big.
tiny little hands, though.
I point towards the big tower. Can they climb?
They can't climb. They have little arms. He's right about something.
All
I
right,
knew it. Ha ha!
let's climb.
And it's at this moment that, in the distance, requiring no perception checks, there's a howl. A great howl.
Like a werewolf.
There it is.
And
I
Volo
knew it.
peeks back around and he goes, "Hell, fuck."
We just end the session right there. Well, fuck.
Well, fuck. And that's all we got time for, ladies and gentlemen. Kidding, I'm kidding.
I knew it.
Oh, God.
All right, now that is something I know, and we need to hide, because that is just the,
I'm already running. Climb!
shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm headed for this tower.
I would like everybody to make me 2 Constitution checks, and then you guys tell me what the lowest one is. Got.
You want to?
Oh,
make
woohoo,
2?
17.
2 Constitution checks?
Yes,
Just
sir.
wanted to disadvantage constitution? Oh, does it not do that?
No. I want 2 separate rolls. I don't want the disadvantage ones.
I rolled
Right.
a 7 and a 19.
So you're saying it's a 7.
I got a 20 and a 12.
So what I'm hearing is...
So we had a 17, a 12, a 7, and an 11.
Okay, so that's just enough for, as you guys run back, you realize that the way to get to the tower is you're going to have to get back in the canoes, push off, separate yourselves with the water that everyone else but Volo says will stop the Tyrannosaurus from crossing, and then get to the tower, which everyone is in agreement of. The T-Rexes can't climb because of their small arms. So as you are all paddling furiously across the water, the first and the earthen of the 2 T-Rexes, the one that is unslowed and has its wits permanently about it, splashes into the water maybe 20 feet behind you guys and begins to slosh through this waist chest deep water of this T-Rex as it's as it getting closer and closer to you all. And for just the briefest of seconds, reflected in Rorik's armor, you can see the head get closer and closer as its mouth is opening. Thank you, Jurassic Park.
I don't like that. don't want that to happen.
Okay, I need you guys to make one more con check for me, and I need to know the lowest of the group.
Oh God, yes.
I rolled a 9.
Oh,
Rourke is hardy.
good. I'm not the worst. I rolled an 11.
9.
9 is the worst.
Okay,
Goodbye,
so
everyone.
maintaining
Nice knowing you all.
Good night, Alizar. At least you were
It
right
was a
about the
pleasure
werewolf.
playing with you. So it just sinks.
Slowly,
He just like
he salutes.
go.
as you guys are going.
Alizar, no. There's room enough for both of us on this floating bit of wood.
I'll never let go, Volo.
Yeah, Volo starts crying.
He drowned Volo with
Never
him.
meant any of it.
Captain goes down to his ship.
Okay, so as you guys are going across, and for some strange reason, the T-Rex is having its slight difficulty as it's navigating both water and what appear to be several hundred rodents who are furiously dog paddling, trying to keep up with the canoes.
All right, guys.
As you're crossing the canal. As you guys go across, though, Alizar, it is still technically your turn of the initiative order, which I have not dropped yet. So I'm going to allow you something. The T-Rex is coming in, but I'm going to give you the chance to cast a spell if you can think of something that might be able to save you in this instance.
So Irvin has
Fly.
donated £10, and he said, "Can I have a kraken? If not, I'll take a Tarask."
a
My kind
kraken?
of viewer. I like
I
this.
mean, kraken at Frogimov, you know, anything that's underwater. I think the point is that we've ran to the water to safety, only to, out of frying pan into the fire.
It's a watcher in the water.
It's a water.
Earth, and I'm not in chat right now watching this, but I need to know something. So with a winky winky or a naughty naughty in chat, do you want this to be a friend
naughty.
or foe of the T-Rex? Because the T-Rex is a much bigger meal in this water. And after a 10-pound donation, I am at your service.
Alizar, try not to drown there, mate.
Alizar, have you thought of anything?
So I could cast Shatter on the rats, which could be hilarious.
Well, that needs to happen. Fuck you.
I'm gonna cast Fly. I mean, that's something that I have in case, and I could always just like get out of situations I never really want to. But he has Fly, so I'm gonna try to get out of there.
Okay, so with this, why don't you roll a... Okay, with this, I want you to roll a dex save.
Sure.
And see how far you can get away with this flight spell before the T-Rex attacks.
We're going with a 10.
Gentleman's 10.
Gentleman's 10.
Well, because it is slow, it's not necessarily the fastest thing, and that was the DC that was required. So you are able to shoot forward just as the last man on the canoe, so to speak, as the bite comes down and woof, right in the seat where you had previously occupied as you fly up in the air. And from the other canoe, you can hear Volo say, "I knew it! He's a coward! He flies all the time!"
It's my first time flying.
It's your second time. You flew at the...
Oh, right. Yeah,
Commissioner's
yeah,
Ride.
true. Yeah. And as we see him just kind of like burst out of the water and like a jet of water follows him as he goes into the sky. He goes, "Fly, you fool!" And then he just off into the
Right, you
into
had
the
to.
atmosphere.
You have to do that, right?
Had to.
Okay, so you guys make for the shore. You hit the side of it, and just as you guys hit the side of the shore, the T-Rex is going to take this time to get out of the water. And Will, okay. When it pops out, you see several tentacles, and not the friendly white kind. These are the deep, dark, green, swamp, mossy, pock-covered tentacles splay out of the water, some of them as thick as the hind legs of the T-Rex, as one of them lashes around the T-Rex's leg, but there are several coming towards the non-flying members of the party. I'd like everyone to make a dex save for me, please.
Dicks.
Good, perfect.
5.
Well, I've got plus 3 more dicks.
Though technically I am a flying member of the
Oh,
party.
it's an 11 again. Damn it.
You are not. You guys are all okay. So all of a sudden, every tentacle comes out and lashes around the party. Just for shits and giggles. Let's see. How does
Oh,
Vol
shits
do
and
all this?
gigs.
For dookies and ha-has.
That's 30 followers as well. That is our viewer decision, Greg.
Excellent. So for the viewer decisions, we have two choices right now. We have,
Do we now?
let's see, Hezekiah and Quinn. But because this is Hezekiah, I would like you guys to vote on the following. Would you like Hezekiah to receive a positive or a negative Trickster God boon? Easy. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Alright, and the poll will be up now. Oops, didn't want to do that. Accidentally stopped it. There we go. I should fix it.
And Volo rolls a
Rolo.
YOLO.
Volo rolls a 20 and evades the tentacle that was coming for him, as do the rest of the NPCs who are not going to roll because I don't want them to be caught. They run towards the tower. The rest of you are now lashed with these tentacles. We're going back to the top of the order. Rorik, you can free yourself by attacking, but you must do a specific amount of damage for me.
Okay. Is it a tentacle just on me, or is it like one tentacle scooping up everybody?
There's one tentacle on you, one tentacle on Hezekiah, and one tentacle on Bob. So
And Elza. Oh, no.
Alazar's
No.
flying. Alazar, you're flying.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it would, like, still grab me.
No, it did not want to extend off that far. It did not stretch.
I suppose since it's not everybody and it's just me, I'll just do a normal attack. Just swing some swordage around this thing.
Okay, let's roll an attack.
Wait, that's a +1. I forgot to use the magic sword. I forgot about that one. So 13.
It does hit. Give me your damage, please.
11 +1, so that's 12. And if 12's not good enough, I can always throw a smite on there if I don't like the way it's not
It is
releasing
not
me.
good enough. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's holding on. You have pierced and carved and hacked into the side of it, but it is holding on to you. So you're going to need to add a little bit to this.
Well, let's see if I can add enough. The level 2 smiting. I do an extra 21 damage.
Nice.
That cleaves through it as you are free. So you actually have another attack here if you want to try to free one of your friends. You also have movement if you would like to just head towards the tower with everybody else.
And who's grabbed right now? Hezekiah and
Hezekiah and Grob.
Grob.
And they conveniently are the next two up.
I'll just use one movement to get up in the air a bit, and then I'm not gonna go towards the tower. I'm just heading up because if these guys need help, I'll swing back down and help them. So just straight up, not towards the tower.
Okay, so you macaw 30 feet up.
Yes.
You are stopped there. Grob, we will say for the sake of everything, you're still raging because I am a kind and benevolent DM. What would you like to do to the tentacle that is currently...
Oh, the things I'd like to do.
it's thinking the same thing.
Yeah, we've got an affinity. Well, think of a ridiculous thing I could do there. Also, the outcome of the poll was actually positive, like 75% positive. 75% of you guys, really? Okay. So
Despite my best efforts.
really, America? So I gotta
My game will. Just keep running this forever.
endless season. I'm thinking. Oh, I am raging, so I've got a bonus to strength. So I'm gonna channel that spirit of that taint, that tainty tentacle, and bring it, and bring it.
You're bringing in the taint. You're calling the taint in. Nice.
My internet's been.
All of a sudden, you calling it? Where are you calling it in, sir?
In fact, no. I'm just gonna draw upon it, and I'm gonna use a strength and just be inspired by my strength. 'Cause I got advantage on strength checks, I think, because I am
Yes.
raging. Yeah, sorry, my internet did a little weird thing there. I'm 19.
Okay, yeah, you're able to pull free of the grapple that you're currently in. You now have the ability to haul ass towards the tower, should you elect to do so, or you can help Hezekiah, who is bound by this thing.
Nah, fuck that guy. I'm going.
Okay,
I'm out of here.
You're taking off. Okay, you're taking off.
Go, 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 go.
Okay, you make it and you clear into the tower with the rest of the NPCs as Alazar and Rorik are floating above. Hezekiah, as you are being pulled towards the water by this tentacle that has suddenly appeared, you feel something kind of tickle in the back of your mind. And you don't, it's definitely foreign. This is a thought that has come from beyond your own consciousness. And all of a sudden, you feel your limbs become more nimble. You feel a surge of what you can only describe as a freedom from the prior sluggishness of your frame. You have just been blessed by the trickster gods of chat with the boon of Aijin. Aijin has given you a permanent dexterity of 23.
Jesus.
On the fucking rogue? Goddamn.
God.
Jeez.
Yeah, he really needed that.
That makes up for the jelly legs earlier.
What was your dex
Right.
before?
We've come full circle.
My dex before was 20.
I was gonna say, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so with this, I will allow you to make a acrobatics check if you want to try to squeeze out of this using your newly formed and we're going to say that's enough. So you pop out, and as you guys are able to run into the tower in the side, you are witness to the either the violent and frothy lovemaking of the Tyrannosaurus Rex and whatever creature is beneath the surface, or the death throes of one or the other as they battle very Gigantor Godzilla style in the water and surf outside of the canal as you guys make it inside the tower.
Oh, that was frothy back there. Whew. Everyone alive? Yes. Everyone okay?
I'm going to unarmed attack, just punch Grob in the face.
Ow! Ow, that hurt. Why did you do that for? I'm not a
Did
T-Rex.
everyone see how I stabbed 2 Gigantosaur?
I stabbed some as well, actually.
I did see that. That was wonderful.
You actually did something, Hezekiah. I've never seen you do nothing before.
Yes, and don't expect it ever again. It's a one-time deal.
Yeah.
I was blessed by the gods, I believe.
Yes.
Volo is standing beside Hezekiah now, as he seems to have picked the person that may just in fact get him through this adventure.
Why are you so close to me? Get up.
I'm here to write about your stories. You'll definitely have a place of prominence in my next adventure.
Next to Grob.
I want a writing
Once
credit.
he's going to die.
You smell funny.
I don't.
Like rats.
As
Volo, you said he was a coward for flying. What's that supposed to mean?
Because he flew, and the rest of you, this brave thief Hezekiah, he fought and escaped like a true hero born. He didn't fly away like some spellcasting fool.
I think it means you, Alice.
Casting fool didn't run away behind a building. You remember that? You remember going, oh, behind a building. Oh, shit. Oh, what was that? A howl?
I remember that.
Fuck.
More
And
importantly,
then you went back behind a building.
listen. Shut up.
I heard nothing. I heard
Both of
no-
you, shut up. You sit down. Tyrannosaur cannot climb. We have agreed. But I think werewolves, which we now established, are real, and here, I think they can.
I know.
They have
Wait,
grabby
wait.
heads.
There was nothing of this. We heard a howl, so what? It proves nothing. It
I
proves
mean, werewolves do howl, Vodo.
Right.
They don't.
And they
You
calculate
know,
to climb.
you wrote it in this book of yours.
You know, or should we refer to mine, Alazar's Guide to Everything?
It's gone through a name change
Unfamiliar
in the
with
last
it,
hour
Tony.
or so.
It was a bit longer before. I like the new one.
No, this is going to be my
Wait,
second one. This
what?
one's actually going to make it to printing.
We should probably ask Hezekiah for a detailed review of it.
Probably should.
I heard that Hezekiah believes it is utter shit and the worst thing they've put out since the core books.
Strong words. Have you got a
Whoa.
Reprisal there? You come back?
Well, I'm not sure if you've ever read the core books. Believe me, they're all up here, my friend.
My point exactly. Okay, at this point, when you guys are fighting, and the two other humanoids that are with you, the one human looks and he says, "Oh, for Christ's sakes, Volo!" And Volo turns and looks and he goes, "Artis, hello." And you guys are ushered up.
Hello, darling.
You guys are ushered up into as far up into the tower as you can go, which is the third of what used to be maybe 5 floors in the central area of Mesirow.
Pardon me, I have reservations. I wish I had real reservations, but currently...
we don't have any booked here.
Yes, currently I have reservations. That is a tiny Tyrannoman. I just fought 2 giant Tyrannosaur. That appears to be a Tyrannoman. Do we kill him? Is he your pet?
This isn't my pet. This is my friend, Dragonbait.
That is a terrible name.
It's not.
Does he understand what that name means?
It's worked so far.
Yes.
Are you making a joke to him?
You see him turn, and the Dragonbait looks back, and you guys all suddenly smell baking bread. And
Yummy.
Artist looks and he says, he's a...
Someone's a bit yeasty.
Trust me. He talks and smells. It's difficult to explain. Volo can explain it. I can't really. So can we get a little bit higher here so we're maybe out of the reach of these T-Rexes?
Just to be clear, I should not kill him.
No.
Okay. Lead on.
He speaks with smell.
I'll write that down.
I will write that down. As soon as I get a quill and some paper, I will write that down.
I write it down.
Volo walks up beside Alazar and he says, "Listen, from one author to one would-be author, don't write it down. No one believes it. It's very difficult to say that someone smells happy.
Warm bread smells happy.
It doesn't.
Right.
No one believes it.
I believe it. And if you'd have written it, I'd have believed it too.
And if you're not going to write it, I will.
Yes, please do." As you guys go,
I can change my opinion of you, Mr. Volo. I can.
I'm sorry, Grob. It's been a day.
It has, isn't it? Yeah. Soon it'll be a night.
At least one.
It feels like so much longer.
Bit of Van Haller for the sub. Twitch Prime. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Okay, you guys are able to get up into the 3rd floor.
Can I do some looking around?
Yep,
See
you
what
can
I see.
roll me a perception check and let me know what you get on that.
The best perception yet. I got a 7.
Yeah, you can see the thrashing of the frothy water and ejaculate that is outside the tower, and you're not sure
Look at that.
you're not sure exactly what's going on, but it seems
We should charge admission prices, honestly.
It's like SeaWorld, but better.
right. You guys are blessedly out of the splash zone.
Less salty.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I saw the 2 of you running in terror from 2, possibly 3 Tyrannosaur. Apart from the obvious reasons, why?
Because there were 3 T-Rexes.
No. What were you doing where there was Tyrannosaur in which you would have to run away?
We live here.
Well, I return to my previous question. Why?
All right. Volo here can corroborate my story, but I am here in an attempt to bring back the city of Mesirow.
Bring it to where?
This is not the real city of Mesirow.
Go on.
The city of Mesirow exists in a demiplane. If we can bring it back, my wife lives there. I can bring her back.
Are there others on this demiplane?
Several thousand.
Are there members of the something gauntlet? Rorik, help me out.
Order of the Gauntlet
That's what I said.
and
No,
the Flaming Fist.
They passed through here, though.
Going where?
We believe, and that is what brought us out of our abode, that they activated the same device that we need help activating. We believe that it took them to the site of the death curse, towards this soulmonger.
Oh, I need to go there.
Yes, well,
I have to
that's
kill
where
him.
they went. But they used the same device that we need to slip into the other demiplane and bring the city through. Are you interested in helping us?
Where is this device?
If you can get us to the Order of the Gauntlet members that came through, then yes, we will do anything.
Gromicus, that is the man we need to kill.
Him. Archers.
Soulmonger. No, not that one. The Soulmonger.
Right. Okay, yeah. So
Which one do we need to kill? Here, you
No,
just
no,
tell me when to stop.
Just
I'm just gonna drag my finger across all of you and tell me when to stop.
No, it's none of us.
Oh, right.
His finger just stays on Volo.
just tell me when to stop. Tell me when. Tell me when.
Right.
Yeah. Just tracing his face. Stop it.
He's on it. He's just touching it.
Something so odd about you, I swear.
This is why we're not published.
Only
Yes, you said some device to act. If they already activated the device, why would you reactivate it?
We were unaware that it was starting. As soon as they activate it, there's a short period of time to complete the ritual. It deactivates.
That's inconvenient.
It's supposed to be inconvenient because they do not want the city brought back.
Oh,
Why?
yes.
I believe they know what's happened to Chult. I don't care what they think.
What's
I want
happened
my
to
wife
Chult?
back. Look around. For Christ's sake, whoever that is.
Yeah,
Oh, you're implying the fact that it
Herodias.
wasn't always terrible here.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it seems terrible now. I just assumed everything here was terrible for always.
No, when Mesirow stood, there were no undead here. At the very least, they were in the periphery, in the shadows of the jungle. But now they're everywhere.
Does Mesirow have a throne?
No.
Could it?
No.
Well, that's inconvenient. I'm looking for a throne.
Of your own?
Yes.
Well, good luck on all that.
Do you have throne makers in that Mesirow?
Chair makers, I'm not sure what you call a throne, but
Well,
Favor those,
are
Griddies
you
Gaming.
interested in helping me or
Appreciate
not?
it.
I'm interested,
interested.
in killing the soul.
Yes, if there was no undead when this Mesirow stood, he sounds like a grand man. I'd like to meet him sometime, but we are on our own mission, so we will help you. Just
Excellent.
so we may follow
Yeah.
In,
Oh boy.
the path ourselves.
in the interest of the narrative, let us fast forward after a long rest, which I'm sure would involve more tank talking and perhaps another visit to Shadow Grob, which we don't need to do right now.
Shadow Tentacle Grob, and thank you for the host, Griddies Gaming. I appreciate it.
Slade. Okay, so as you guys wake up the next morning at the top of the tower, you have not been interrupted by T-Rex, tentacled monster, white tentacle, nor werewolf.
Because Rurik killed all of them.
Of which Volo is very proud that no werewolves did in fact.
A resplendent offering.
You guys are presented by Artist Simber with the following proposal.
Is it a £40 donation from Otyug Lover for drinks for everyone? Thank you, Otyug. Thank you, buddy.
Who was that, Will?
That is Otyug Lover. He loves his Otyugs. They're old. Classic D&D monsters, I believe.
Yeah.
Lots of eyes.
Everybody, before you all, for breakfast, Volo has prepared drinks for everyone from his seemingly endless pouch of drinks. And he has poured each of you a concoction that he believes will be beneficial in the days ahead. Much like Egg Shen in Big Trouble in Little China, Volo is providing you with some form of aid.
There we go.
Arisa, explain to me why can you get a pouch like this?
What? Can I
A
what?
pouch. He says he has a pouch that produces ales.
Cold as bladder. I don't trust it.
Oh shit, this is bad for me. I rolled did I roll a 84?
You did roll
84.
an 84.
Oh, I looked at 89. Okay, good. I cast... Okay, drinking this concoction, which is thick and red as blood, but with greenish swirl, served with a green snake's head on the rim. Drinking this concoction, the Bloody Medusa, is as if casting stone skin on oneself. The creature has resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for 1 hour. Drinks up! Don't mind if I do.
I'll leave it up to Will and chat. You want me to re-roll since we rolled the same number?
Yeah,
twice?
let's re-roll that one. Some different drinks up in there.
It's a D100.
D100. Strider rolled a 3. Skullbuster. For non-orcs must make a DC 15 con save or pass out for 1d6 hours. So Rurik has to save.
What was the con save?
DC 15.
Nailed it.
And it's 1d6.
Rob, what did you put in the stew?
Just my tentacle we're in it.
That is a nat 1, so that's an automatic 6 hours.
There we go.
Yep.
So Rourke takes his drink and then just collapses.
I am so exhausted from killing every Tyrannosaurus.
Ooh, so
He falls on thesaurus as he falls.
so
I want to hear Will read this out loud.
This one is the Dragon's Bargain for Myth on the 28th. Dragon Poison Ale. Anyone who drinks this must make a DC 15 con saving throw. On a fail, they'll be knocked out for 10 minutes. On a pass, they'll gain 10 temporary hit points for 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah, it could be a
look
good
at
one.
that.
Do you ever pass out? Or there you go. You gain 10 temporary hit points for the next 10 minutes. So,
Eat that, Volo.
so
And
now's the
we'll
time to
say-
kill Volo.
Yeah, we
I
will
kind of
say-
wish that I failed that so I could, hate Volo even more. But
We will say that for the sake of this, the 10 temporary hit points will stay for a day.
Nice. And then
Will,
on a...
please take great care to read this out.
the Volo's like, wait, you weren't supposed to. This one was yours.
53, Mike rolled. Looks like his, blue nose.
No. It's one more down.
One more down. You're at 54.
56.
Oh, shit.
Right, you're off by 3, right? No? Did I miscount?
You rolled a 53.
You're at a
Did
53.
I miscount?
Oh my
Oh,
Did
fuck,
you-
I did miscount.
Did you want a different one?
No, the other one is way more lewd, and it's way funnier to read for
54,
chat.
the lover's kiss, yeah. I've had that one a few times. You just get naked.
It literally says is prone to acts of masturbation. I was like, well,
Wow.
It's pretty good. But that's just Mike. 53, Blue Nose eliminates overpowering smells from being distracting. The pleasant smell puts you in a good mood, and you have advantage on charisma checks. So it's actually a good one.
that is a good
You
one.
don't just have to get
Communicate
naked
with the
away.
smell guy anymore.
This guy's
Yes.
getting all the buffs today.
You
As
can
you-
go to a Lush Cosmetics now.
Oh, gross.
As you're drinking, you suddenly the omnipresent stench and saturation of the white tentacled taint that has been encrusted in
Ever
your
present.
nose, it lifts.
I
And
hate when I have a crusty taint.
Well, now you don't. You're no longer smelling it, and you feel fantastic because the smells and the baking bread of the creature that only talks through smells. It is a good olfactory morning.
How long do these last, Will?
As long as Greg tells me they do. And then,
Perfect.
I don't know, I mean, if they last, they'll end at the end of the month. But I mean, let's go like
Yeah.
3 sessions left.
Yeah. You've got it. Advantage on charisma.
That's awesome.
All right, I think we had. Well, don't worry about old. What's his name? Rurik. He's asleep for a good long time. It looks like.
Yes, 6 hours later, you guys are able to. Rorik cannot hear this, but the rest of you are presented with the following task. Spread throughout the city in the northeastern quadrant of the city are 4 obelisks, and they must be activated with 2 medium-sized humanoids apiece. There are 2 that are located in the upper quadrant that Artist Simber directs you all to. It would be numbers on the map, numbers 9 and 8 on the map that I provided you guys. He explains that they were the former College of Wizards and the Library of Mesirow. There are 2 obelisks that have appeared outside. They are very easy to activate as there are 4 circles on the blind side of each of the 4-sided towers. 2 medium-sized humanoids reach up, activate the towers, the obelisk, and then you have 10 minutes to activate the other before the power of the 4 is turned off. That is why Artis and Dragonbait need help. They cannot activate them all in time. So if you all were to activate the 9 and 8 towers, they would be able to open the portal that will lead you all, presumably, if you are trusting Artis, to where the Order of the Gauntlet went, and it would take you to the source of the Soulmonger, while also allowing Artis and Dragonbait to complete the ritual and bring back the lost city of Mesirow.
Right, so what you're telling me is we got a conundrum here, because we got these towers what we got to activate. Which ones you want us to activate? 8 and 9, was it?
Yes, at the College of Wizards and the Library of Mesirow.
And do we have to do them within 10 minutes of one another?
That is correct. It is very precise. If you don't get it done in time, all of them will cease, and we have to wait another day before we can attempt to reactivate them.
Got it. And how far apart is these 2 towers? Would we be able to do one, then run back and do the other one in 10 minutes, or would we have to split the party?
No, absolutely. You can do them all. You stay together and you can activate one, and it's just a short 2 or 3 minute walk, a much quicker run, and you can get to the other point and activate the other one. But we can't get across the city in time to activate them. Gotcha.
Okay, well, we can do that. Is there any dangers around that area what we better be careful of?
Undead. The city is surprisingly empty, though. I'm pretty sure the Order of the Gauntlet and the Flaming Fist must have kind of cut a path through the area as they kind of cleared it and prepared it for their own ritual.
Now, if one were to get distracted and enter the library or the Wizard's Tower, what would they find in there?
I haven't been in the College of Wizards, but the library is full of old tomes. Some of them blasted, most of them water damaged, but I'm sure you could find a few that you could read.
Interesting. Interesting indeed.
Well, maybe we find some books in there as well while we're at it. But most importantly, we got to get these towers. So, is there any time we have to do it? We just go off and do it now?
We as long as we do it now, if we fail or we do not make them in time, we can start again tomorrow.
All right. Right, okay, well that works out just fantastic for me in my current schedule. So I can definitely pencil you in here for that. What do you say, team?
I think we could probably do it.
I would like to see the Wizard's Tower.
Yeah, I mean, what could go wrong? I mean, there's a library and a Wizard's
rather
Tower.
forward of you. I haven't shown anybody that in quite an age.
Excuse me?
One, though. Wanted to see the what? Oh, I'm sorry. I mistook what you meant. I'm sorry.
He's talking of his penis.
I am aware of what he's speaking about, but put that in your book.
What, you mean his spell book? Okay. Penis, all right.
It'll be a very short chapter.
He says.
I
Rorik.
get it.
It will be written on very wide pages.
Much like a cheese wheel, I would suspect.
Yes, wait.
What are we talking about now, guys?
Regarding Alisar's member.
No anymore.
Oh, right, okay. His tentacle, yeah.
Right, let's go to the college and try to forget past and present and things that happened once in college, spiritually as well as sexually. Let's go.
University. Yes.
Right.
Okay, so if you all are going there, here's what I need from you guys as we attempt to squeeze in some story amidst the penis jokes that we are.
I refuse.
I do. I honestly do too. But I'm here
You started with them, to be fair.
I did not. I merely built off. I did not. I merely built off the narrative.
I built off the narrative.
That was part of the month of curses.
Okay.
It's a continuation. Call it a curse if you will. You won't build it.
The curse that keeps on giving.
It is. Okay, so you guys have the following. Dragonbait and Artis Simber. And just for shits and giggles, we're going to throw Azaka and Raven with them because they do nothing anyway.
Yeah.
They will go with them and activate the 2 other obelisks. You guys will go and activate the ones at the library and the College of Wizards, which are the two closer ones. Volo will go with you guys, but you must determine to me how you would like to get there.
Am I conscious now?
Yeah, you're not conscious, but when you go to leave, you'll wake up just in time. And you need to tell me which one you would like to go to first. Artis and Dragonbait basically gave you a time of day that you'll be able to track in the sky to begin the process. And as soon as you do that, you'll be able to begin basically on their signal. So when that happens, there is an intricate sun clock that is also part of this tower, though while it doesn't work, it makes certain light at certain periods of the day. So you're able to kind of build off of that. Whenever you see a ray of light at the top of the tower that you're currently in, you guys begin the process. Which one would you guys like to go to first?
So we do the College of Wizards first of all, because we all sounded interested in that.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
The library's
all right.
boring.
All right. So you guys go to the College of Wizards, which on the map is the number 9. Now, I would like you all, unless you are talking or making loud noises, all roll stealth checks for me, as I'm assuming you've learned your lesson about the city of Mesirow.
You assume too much.
I do.
Let's see.
Does it
Roadie
help at all?
GM, gee.
I vanished into the undergrowth.
Does it help at all?
I rolled a
to
nat 1.
not
I
act-
absolutely vanished into the undergrowth.
I rolled a 4.
I'm
Okay.
so gone.
Right. Hezekiah has scouted ahead as the rest of you are clomping, and Alizar and Volo are arguing again. Strider is chanting Huronian, Huronian myths, and he's also condemning Grob for his earlier blasphemy. And Grob is unsure of how to respond to that. So you guys are just walking through there making noise. Luckily, though, number 9 is not where anything will happen. So as you guys get closer, you are rewarded with 2 views. The College of Wizards, which is a multi-pillared front marble structure that seems to be in great disrepair, as is most of Mesirow. There is crumbled spires. Several of the columns have toppled, taking out the ones next to it and adjacent. The main entrance seems to have crumbled to the point where it is incapable of being entered in this way, but there do seem to be several other ways to slip into the cracks of the building. Out front, piercing up through the cobblestones of the street, is a black ebony glossy obelisk as it extends and spires up for about 25 feet. It can be none other than what Artis and Dragonbait told you about.
That looks like it,
Yes,
guys.
the University of Sorcery.
You know this place?
No, they told us the name.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
Yes.
A couple minutes ago. All right, I guess we go in then. If there's any magic stuff, we best be careful. So I say, Alizar, you go first because you know all about the magics, don't you? You know, and
I
the
do
science.
know a lot about the magic, but I should ensure. All right, I'll go first.
Okay, I will also tell you guys that you have 10 minutes roughly until you need to trigger the obelisk. But you have 10 minutes to explore the College of Wizards if you so desire.
Just have a look
I've
around.
explored a cavern or two in 10 minutes.
So we have 600 rounds.
So what does it look like when we enter into the University of Sorcery?
When you enter inside, you can see that predominantly in its heyday, it was made of marble. There were some wood elements that you suspect to be bamboo or some other kind of tubular plant. You can see also that there were racks and racks of what appeared to be additional shelving, scroll tubes as there are spherical, cylindrical elements to the shelving. It's a wide open space. It's almost like if today would be an open concept. There don't appear to be many individual rooms in this area, as it looks as if whatever arts were practiced here a long time ago, Hezekiah and most assuredly Alizar can see where there are elements of sorcery at play or previously at play in some of the structural elements. There is a chandelier that is shattered. that seems to be made of wood and crystal that has no sort of hanging mechanism. You could only assume it was probably held aloft by arcane arts at one point. But there is a ton of debris in this place. A lot of it swollen and destroyed by water, but who knows?
Everyone be very careful here. There is a remnant here of the old arcane art. Now, usually it can be diminished with the winds over time, but believe me, through here, anything could still stay and resonate within the halls. So be very careful. I do suggest making mental notes of where we're going and what we are doing, because we shall come back to a plane where, in theory, where this will all be back together again. Now, we should try our best to make our way up here towards the tower and continue what we need to. I'm looking at you, Hezekiah. If you would just make a mental note of where things are, if you want to explore it later. But right now, we're on a time limit.
Right.
Right. Very well.
Now, hold on. This is all very confusing. It's as if you had 6 more hours to prepare than I did.
What
did they say? Your friends and Breadman and the other one.
Yes.
Did they say they were going to Mesirow, or did they say this would bring Mesirow here? Because if Mesirow's gone, don't you think they wanted to be gone?
I'm certain. They said there is it's a part of a demiplane. Now what it'll do is open a rift for us to enter into this demiplane. Now, I only assume that maybe possibly over there we have to do something to bring it back here.
Now, let me explain to you in a way that only the 1980s can. Someone give me a piece of paper and a quill. We exist here. Mesirow exists here, and if I fold it in half and jab a pen through it, a quill, we're going to just through the field.
My God.
Volo leans forward, and it's like a wrinkle in time.
Thanks, Greg.
I would merely ask Wizard and Volo to take a second look.
My name is Alazar.
Yes, Wizard. Take a look. Examine the obelisk. I want to be aware of what it is we are doing.
Touch
So,
it.
do
Touching it
me
with our hands. Touch
just
it.
please do me a favor and stop bickering and just be aware of what is happening. That is all I ask. Please.
Well, I'm not going to bicker if he doesn't bicker.
You touch the
Never
large
bickered in my life.
black obelisk. We run. Touch the other one. Transition.
Yes.
Yes, please observe the obelisk if you could do that for me.
Fade.
Yeah, I know.
So you want me
it's
to
rather
go
untoward
outside
to
and
not
put my
trust a
hands on this
stranger.
big black obelisk?
But I know it's rather untoward to not trust a stranger, but I just want to be aware, please.
With the last
Be
stranger we
observant,
trusted,
and then
got
I will
murdered.
It's going to be too big
I
to
will-
wrap my hands around.
resign to your judgment, friends, as long as you use
Creative
judgment.
girth is way too much.
I mean, maybe if we link arms, we could probably...
Why am I trying? Why do I speak to them? They're all heathens.
Listen, I understand that you're a very holy man, but we are currently trying to figure out exactly how we're going to get our hands around this big black obelisk. It's going to require extensive manipulation.
No, Volo, I have an idea. Rurik, while you were unconscious due to your inability to drink any form of alcohol, we were told that there are hordes of
never been
undead
told
in
her.
this section of the city. If you could stand just at the door and defend us from the onslaught of undead, sure to come our way the moment
Wonderful.
we touch this tower.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm used to. That's what they told me at the temple. Go stand in the doorway.
And I am done here.
So,
All right, let's go examine this thing here, Volo, and then we'll take a look, see, and then we'll bring it back to Rurik, let him know what's going on, and then we could probably maybe get back wherever we are.
Mesirow.
Mesirow.
Okay, so to be clear, you're having Volo and Alazar activate the obelisk.
Mhm.
Okay, the obelisk is just outside of the College of Wizardry, so it's
You guys know what you've done here, right? You guys, before this fails, you guys know that you sent these two to do that.
Yeah.
I think it's
Most
fine.
able-bodied pair of people.
I'm totally fine with it.
Okay.
Okay, so the appointed time hits as the light glints off the sun clock of the main tower, and it is time to activate the obelisk. And it appears, just as it was explained by Artist, that there are 2 circular shoulder height pads that appear to be symbols in which you touch each side. There are 2 on one side and 2 on the far blind side. So instead of having to link hands or figure out another way to manipulate the obelisk, it seems that you merely have to touch it for it to activate, which seems
All right.
fitting, really.
Ready? You ready, Volo?
I'm ready.
Are you touching it?
No. Are you?
Should you be touching it?
Only when you do. On the count of 3.
Okay.
1,
2,
3.
3. Wait, no, is my 3 or your 3?
I'm not
Okay,
touching
my
it.
hands are on it now. My hands are on it now.
Okay, mine are on. Mine are on now.
Okay, mine are on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, as it flares up, I'd like you guys to roll a DC 15 perception check, please.
Us?
Everybody else, not Volo or
Okay.
Alizar, everybody else that's watching. Hezekiah, you get advantage on this one.
20.
I rolled a 12.
Okay,
Are you still touching it?
I am.
I don't believe you.
Fascinating. It's vibrating. Grob, whenever you're sitting there, you see a swirl erupt through the black gloss surface of the tower, and symbols begin to flare blue all along the length of the shaft, if you will, of this tower. And as it goes up, you guys, Grob, you actually notice the triangular symbol that was in the forehead of the undead zombies that you performed science on a while back. Briefly, it just flares, and you see it for a second.
That's not good. I saw that blue science thing what we saw of the zombies for a second there. That's not good. Be careful in there, Alizar. Make sure Volo goes first.
Okay, beyond that, nothing else occurs. You guys have 10 minutes to activate the second tower.
Well, that was ominous, but overall went well. Let's go to the next one. We've got 10 minutes, guys. Come on.
I guess we make our way
Wizard,
down.
you observed the tower and looked at it like I asked before you activated it, correct?
Yes, the tower it's got a big black rock inside of the thing. It's got 2 palmy things you put your hands on, and then we did it. But then, of course, the light happened, and we had to do it quickly. So we went there and did it. What more do you need?
Now, Volo and Alisai, is it true that black obelisks are larger than the ivory
And the counterparts, yes, actually. I wasn't quite. I didn't
Interesting.
think
I
it would
wonder.
be.
I wonder why that is.
I have found that to be a phallicy.
I'm sure you have. Anyway, slip of the tongue. To the second phallicy.
Right.
Phallicy. I said fallacy.
Okay.
All is
He
well.
he was running towards the other one. He begins running away from Volo, who won't leave him alone, and is now talking about phallicies.
Right. Yeah, he's still
Hate
like
that
right at
place.
your hip. Okay, as you guys get closer to the library of Mesirow, you are gifted with the sight of, since Hezekiah, you're going first, why don't you roll a perception check for me?
Sure. Nope.
Nope. Well, you needed a 5 DC, so it's okay.
All
As you get closer, you see that around this tower there appears to be a humanoid lashed, and there also appear to be several other humanoids that are currently putting tinder and logs underneath the obelisk as if they are getting ready to light the humanoid tied to the obelisk on fire.
Oh man, unfortunately, Hezekiah doesn't have time for this shit. He literally all he has like 8 minutes left.
That's correct. It seems convenient that all this is happening right now.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
Yeah, he's just gonna swing his sword at them because
You could just wait till tomorrow.
Where have I seen this before?
Come back again tomorrow.
Yeah,
Literally try this tomorrow.
there are currently 9 people surrounding the one humanoid that is tied to the obelisk. And so you're charging into attack?
Oh, we could take him.
Yeah. I think Hezekiah, he's on a timer. There's magical things in a city that's made of magic.
Hold on. I've got
He's
an
gonna kill
idea.
us all.
Do we need to do we want to kill them or do we want to disperse? You know what? Here, hold on. I got a thing we could do here.
2 for 1.
Finally, something I understand.
Kill and
And Rourke
disperse.
runs forth with his
What if we
sword out.
kill some and that disperses the rest of them?
Right here.
You got fireball yet, Alex?
Everybody roll a perception check for me, please.
Okay. No, I'm killing everyone.
You are the worst.
You are the one.
Guys, I'm gonna do so much murder.
Okay, Alizar, did you get one in there, Meth? A
No,
perception check?
hold on. I'm just trying to do a thing here.
Perception.
Yes, sir.
Right. There you go.
Okay, we waited for that. All right. All right.
Bolo's showing.
Right. Grob and Strider. Grob, you realize that the humanoid tied around the tower is a dwarf. Rorik, you realize that the humanoid tied around the tower is your father.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Yeah,
Hezekiah
Rurik
notices nothing, and
is
he's
like I
killing
said.
people.
Yeah, like I said, Rurik is sprinting in there ahead of everyone else. Weapon already out. He
Okay,
doesn't
so-
need to ask questions or wait. Like that's enough for him.
Rorik, have you been a
kill
dwarf
people.
this whole time?
No, he is a
We
human.
will get into that.
Okay. I just want to make sure I didn't miss that part.
No, he is not a dwarf.
That's a whole other story.
Okay, so Rorik goes charging. Excuse me. Rorik goes charging in as soon as you guys kind of breach the line between the rest of the town and the library. Thesaurus running at his side. And what do the rest of you want to do? Alizar, you said you had something in mind.
No, I don't. I lied.
Yeah, Hezekiah was leading the charge.
He had it in
he didn't
him.
have time. He was on a time limit. Stabbing
Okay,
is
so-
better than talking.
Let's roll some initiative and see what we can get done in this.
Second
Oh,
19
Wow.
today.
second that one in a row.
14. That's more like it,
Yummy.
Mike. You're
Yep.
bringing it back.
Yeah.
You're bringing it back.
Thanks, Will.
Oh,
Oh, myth.
okay. So that will the tie goes to Hezekiah on that 2 double horrific rolls, and Strider gets the advantage or the initiative, which is only fitting since his father is concerned here. Volo is joining you, by the way.
Good lad.
Finally. Good.
Okay, so I think that falls between Hezekiah and blah, 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 and we shall.
Oh man, I'm ready to
Oh,
crack some
there he
skulls.
is. We'll let Rourke go first, though.
Damn.
Rourke, what would you like to do as you charge into this group?
While sprinting, he has his hand around the little raptor necklace. I'm not sure if that'll work again, but he's going to try. He's blowing into his raptor necklace, and then if there's anyone that looks like they're in charge, I guess he'd target them first. But besides that, just unadulterated blood sport.
Nice.
That's
so,
why you watch, right, guys? Unadulterated blood squirting. Only on Encounter Roleplay.
I said blood sport.
Oh, I definitely heard blood squirt.
Of course you did.
I mean, I hear what I want to hear.
Unadulterated squirting.
right.
Hear what I want to hear.
Now that is definitely an encounter role play special.
That's on
Adulterated
the live
squirting.
Jasmine one. That's on the live Jasmine stream.
That's it.
Backslash. Okay, Rourke, you do see that there is one that appears to be a priest that is the closest to your father. However, there are 2 large gentlemen that are blocking your path. You can just charge straight through after the priest, or you can stop to engage the larger, heavily armored folk.
I'm going to try to kill the priest.
Okay, that will give.
If I had a
attention-
nickel, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
especially
to
in
be
this
honest,
campaign.
in these games, yeah. A lot of priests.
Does a
He's
20
tied
hit you?
around the
The 20 hits, yeah.
Yeah, he's tied all the way around the obelisk.
obelisk. Nice.
Okay, so that's 9 slashing, and a 10 doesn't hit you, does it, sir?
Nope.
Okay, you get to the priest as you run through the other 2. What would you like to do to him?
Gonna use my nat 20 on slashing him with my +1 great sword of Heronius.
Nice. Roll me some damage.
Okay, I'm going to roll double my 2d6, so 4d6, and then I'm going to do a level 2 smite on this guy, which is 3d8, which is now going to be 68, if I'm not mistaken.
Drop this cat.
Man, Danny,
37, not quite the size I was expecting, but
How do you kill him?
the priest hears the water splashing and looks up and sees this guy getting stabbed like through his armor, and he is not slowed down at all. And before he has a chance to grab at his staff or stick his hand out, there is a shiny, shimmering sword sliding through his neck as his head just topples and his body soon after going limp and falling to the ground. Blood spraying all over Rurik's face, which is not in its normal tremendous grin at spilling blood, but very serious and very angry.
As you are now literally right up and the closest person to the obelisk, as the wood is beginning to light and smolder and there's flames kind of licking around your father's feet, you see the dwarf look up, and instead of the robust, strong, full face of your father, you see a haunted, gaunt visage of a nearly skeletal dwarf.
Shit.
And he looks up, and his eyes are still the same eyes that you remember from your childhood, and the grin that kind of cracks through the parchment of the flesh. He looks and he says, "My boy." And Volo runs up behind you.
That's
Did
your
you blow
daddy.
you blew your whistle, by the way, right?
Sure did.
Okay. Volo runs up, and not knowing exactly what to do to help in this situation, he runs up, and you see him move his fingers for a second, and you see the fire go out around your father's feet. It's still smoldering in other places, but Volo has apparently done something to put out the fire that is nearest to your father. Grob, what would you like to do, sir? You have currently 8 armed people that are watching and figuring out where the hell this armored clad figure came through and just killed one of their number. You can reach them and bowl into their ranks if you so desire.
I will do so. Use my move to move towards them. Bonus action rage, because I'm angry at these people in my wizard's library, and I attack. And 14 on the first one.
It does hit, sir.
Sid doesn't just sit in the corner quietly. We do have multiple rooms in this house. 7 on the first attack. Is that enough to kill anyone?
It seems to hurt him quite a bit.
Alright, we'll try it again on a 22 for 13 damage.
This kills him.
Good.
You want to do it special, or are you just moving on?
I think he's moving on, you know?
Yep.
I just carve through and move on to the next. Who wants some?
Yeah, inject, foot, push off, corpse. Okay, Grob, you don't have anything else. You've raged, you've moved. The enemy is getting ready to go, and because it is that magical time, you guys are all gifted with Thesaurus as he turns just in time to see through the streets of Mesirow another squadron of these raptors come out of nowhere. For the sake of the narrative and the sake to speed things up after our wonderful penis jokes, you all take short work of these guards that are surrounding, and Rurik is reunited with his dying father as he falls into his arms. But before we can hear whatever Rurik's father has to say, a woman appears in the shadow of the same directions that the raptors had attacked from and retreated to. And she looks a bit like this. Behind her is a sphere of absolute ebony, and from this distance you can hear it humming. And as she turns and kind of stalks towards this area, she looks and her eyes focus on Alazar. And she says, "You're still alive." I thought for certain you had fallen against the Lich God. No matter, your head will still fetch a very hefty price from the House of Karnak. And that is where we will end tonight's escapade.
Oh, damn, baby. Oh, damn it. Well, fine. I guess we'll end.
So much story packed into 15 seconds to make up for the rest of the stream.
Had to catch us up, guys, and there we go.
To be fair, guys, there was so much penis packed into 3 hours.
Yeah,
so.
we did. We did pretty well. We did pretty well on that one, guys. We truly have found our form once again. After a couple of weeks away, we wondered if it was going to be a bit of a rough episode. No, we fucking nailed it. And we didn't even need Josh here. So, but Josh will be joining us again next week, of course. Hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's show. If you did, please do let us know. We'd love to missed all the penis. We'd love to hear from you guys, of course, either here or in the YouTube comments. If you're watching there. What else? A new episode of Turncloaks just came out, so if you like podcasts, go listen to our weekly podcast, Turncloaks, out on iTunes and various other podcasty apps. Of course, we're back tomorrow is Tuesday. Tuesday means tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern, I'll be on Arvin Elrond's channel. I'll link that here. And I'll be playing Adventures in Middle-earth, reprising my role as a Dunedain Ranger. So it's going to be pretty fucking awesome. I love that campaign. And then we'll be back on here, 5 p.m. Eastern, for the Long March. So it's going to be a good old time. Go give Arvin a follow. We'll see you there tomorrow. Thank you again for all the donations as well, guys. Thank you to Billy Sage, Otto Glover, Irvin, Riceball, Lauren, Fallen One, for all the donations during just this stream alone, so thank you very much. But let's whip around the cast and crew. Did we enjoy ourselves? Where can we find you guys online? Let's start with Mr. Grimjack21502. Greg, what do you think, my friend?
Oh, I had a blast. I'm like I said, I think all of us are experiencing some form of under the weather. But once again, if there's anything that'll lift you up, it's penis. And we were here, and that kept us going, I think. So yeah, I wanted to, whatever Will just said as far as thanking everyone, drinks for Rice Bowl, Fallen One, Billy Sage, Otog Lover, Earthen coming through with the massive donations. You guys are awesome. You guys are always so animated, and the vengeful trickster gods were nicer today, especially to Hezekiah, which was great. Grimjack21502 on Twitch and Twitter. You can see me here 4:30 to 7:30 doing this here show. And then you can see me again on Wednesdays from 1 to 4 doing a little Call of Cthulhu, which is where it's at if you want to experience horror and death. But that's pretty much all of Encounter Roleplay, so... and then later on Wednesday nights from 8 to 11, I'm on Mike's channel, Unmade Gaming, where I play the god Steam. That's right. He's no longer a lurk. He is a god. Check it out. My god complex is fully fueled on that one. On Sunday nights from 7 to 9 on my own channel, Grimjack21502, I have just launched this past yesterday my Pulp Cthulhu campaign that is featuring Strider and some other wonderful people. It's set in 1933, and they are going against the Nazis, who may or may not also be among us in this chat. But anyway, guys,
there are no Nazis here. We've never been charged.
Right. People that play them, I should say.
Right.
On TV.
Yeah.
So,
good distinction to make.
Right. Yeah. Guys, I love being here with you. I love DMing you guys. It's a great group. See y'all next week.
Those moustaches start to look real suspicious now, guys. Oh, man.
It's hiding my mini one.
It's behind, yeah. Oh, dear. Mike, let's get out of the way. What do you think?
I had fun. This is the best session in 2 years.
What was your review, Mike, please?
This is the best session in 2 years. You guys gave me 3 nat 20s and a boon all in one episode. I'm waiting for you guys to shit all over me next week. So let's get that right out of the way. But no, I had a blast. And as always, you guys can find me here every Monday. You guys can find me reading the Xanathar's Guide to Everything, which is the best book since the core rulebook. I don't care what Will says. Or Volo.
I haven't fucking read it. I don't know.
And if you are sick of D&D content and or Will, you can come check out me over on the Unmade Gaming channel, where we play a lot of other things that aren't D&D.
Good lord. Strider.
Oh, dude, this definitely not a migraine, man. Always fun with all the penis jokes. No, it was a great time. It was a complete unadulterated blood squirt.
Thank you. Thank you.
Strider Heap on Twitter. just finished up this month's Patreon article for any Patreons of Encounter Roleplay. And I gotta say, this, not to toot my own horn before the live Jasmine stream, but this one's fantastic. It's replayable. Each time you play through it, one of the PCs is the villain, but you don't know which one. And it's fantastic.
It's like Cluedo. It's sick.
Cluedo meets
Clue,
the trail
as
on
you say. Yeah.
limey bastards.
That's it.
Yeah, it's Cluedo. Clue meets House on the Hill.
Meets D&D.
Yeah,
meets
hop on
penises.
Patreon if you're not there, man. It's gonna be fun. Maybe we'll stream it or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Someone will on some channel, I'm sure.
Someone will, maybe, somewhere. It makes sense if it was us.
And I will be there. Someone send me an invite.
Mythomatic.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mythomatic. I am a role player voice actor here on Twitch. If you want to come check out my channel, you can. It's twitch.tv/Mythomatic. I have my own RP games as well on Wednesdays. I've got a Traveler game if you guys are into sci-fi. And then I've got a sub game at 7 in my own D&D world. So if you guys want to come by and chat during that, you can. I'm also live throughout the week playing various games and role-playing and voicing my wacky voices within them. So thank you so much once again, and it's always wonderful playing with you guys. Grimjack, I love arguing with you as Volo and Alazar. It's probably one of my favorite parts of logging into this is just the banter between them. And thank you guys, as always. It's just so great playing with you guys and making content with you guys.
Awesome, man. Well, go give these guys a follow. As Strider suggested, check out the Patreon. Get a bunch of cool adventures every month. And we're 100% ad-free these days, so no fucking ads anywhere. We fucking nuke them from space, like Greg's Nazis would want to in a Call of Cthulhu game. But we're going to head off for tonight. We're going to let you guys, or leave you guys with the D&D channel, Tito and Shelly on Hydrolord. So that's about as sexual as it sounds, by the way. So go check it out, enjoy it, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern on Arvin Elrond's channel, and then 5 p.m. Eastern on Encounter Roleplay for some long march. Until next time, try not to throw too many net ones, or be here laughing when you do. Good night, everybody. Farewell, trickster gods. Farewell.